We're live.
We are.
We are.
Okay.
Put your computer down, man. We're
I
on
can't.
this.
I can't. I got to look up the New York Rangers lines. I got to make sure I got them all down.
Oh,
pat.
okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
I'm listening.
Why
now.
are you doing play-by-play?
No, I'm not. I'm just.
Okay.
Well, I know this isn't right because Dryden Hunt's out tonight.
Ah, I see.
And they're going with 7 defensemen tonight.
I see.
With Ryan Lindgren in the lineup, the Rangers are, because they need more bad defensemen.
That seems to be what they're missing. I think that the problem with Shesterkin is that he really does not have the workload that he needs to be truly shine.
Yeah, like you mean like game 1 when he faced 77 shots?
Right, and he did well in game 1.
Well
so there you go.
Yeah.
This is the proof.
Yep.
This is the proof. So what do you guys think in the chat there? Who do y'all folks think is going to win? We got Go Rags.
Go Rags.
Go Rangers.
Oh, Go Rangers. Okay.
Front Row Productions is taking Pens 4-2.
Okay.
So that's an interesting one. What do you think?
I think this will be the Rangers' best game of the series. I don't know if they're going to win, but it's going to be their best game.
You think backs up against the wall, they're just going to...
Well, plus they're at home, and they know. They know now what they're like. I don't know if they're going to be able to stop doing what they're doing, but they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing wrong. They're giving up way too many really easy chances, like actual tap-ins or deflections.
I don't know if just knowing what you're doing wrong is enough to fix it.
They're not getting to the net enough. Like if I'm the Rangers, I would be blasting from everywhere. I mean, It's still Louis Domingue.
Yeah.
It's still Louis Domingue.
Right.
In net, right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I don't know if just knowing what you're doing wrong is enough to fix it. Like with the way that like you know what I mean?
Self-realization sometimes doesn't help.
Right. Like,
right?
Okay, tell the Oilers, to stop being soft and, whatever, right? Yeah. Tell the Leafs to just simply win the elimination game.
But this is like a team that is so bad defensively.
Yeah, I know.
The Rangers, they are just so there's just I mean some of it's got to be commitment, right? Like some of it has to be commitment.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's easy to just get in the way.
Right.
And they're not even doing that.
Yeah.
I
always looked at a guy like Gallagher as he's not gifted defensively, but he just tries.
Yeah.
And he does more good than bad,
That's all you want, yeah.
Yeah. Jack Ike Goal is Jacob's daddy. Jacob loves THPN. That's a handle and a half is what that is.
It
says Penn 6, Rangers 0.
Oh boy. He's going on the nothing dictates future behavior like past behavior philosophy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not crazy.
Look at this guy singing the national anthem.
Oh, I loved that breath in.
John Brancy. I feel like John Brancy could finish this and then break your neck.
It's the beard and the bald head. If I shaved my head bald, I'd be very, very scary looking.
Is this the kind of stuff we're supposed to be talking about right now?
Well, what the heck else are we going to talk about during the national anthem?
Yeah.
He's very regal. Mm-hmm. He's very regal.
But he's got that look about him like, don't F with me, boys. Do not F with me because I might be a fancy dancy singer, but like I'll tear the tongue out of your throat.
Did you see that breath he took in? I feel like he's got better lung capacity than, 80% of Pittsburgh's team right now. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think that he's breathed in yet.
I just got a guy here. I'm just looking at a guy who doesn't F around, this guy. He's all business.
Yeah.
Oh
my goodness, the eyebrows are going.
Yeah.
All right, Mark says he's got $100 he wants to throw anywhere, any good bets. I'm not telling somebody how to spend their money.
No way. Prop bets though, or like they have these prop bets, right? Like we should probably know a little bit more about this stuff.
Yeah. I guess.
What's the over/under on the game on goals in this game?
It's probably close to 7.
7?
It's been close to 7 for most of the playoffs.
I would bet the under tonight. I think, like I said, I think New York's going to play their best game.
Wow.
I think New York's going to play their best game.
So I said I don't want to tell somebody how to spend their money, and Ken says bet the under.
Yeah.
You have no such qualms.
Nope.
Yeah. Go Caps, the City Life Project says. It's and also Front Row Productions.
Sorry, other game.
Yeah. Oh, Ryan Reeves is ready.
Ryan.
Yeah. I got 12 minutes to do it tonight, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Ryan Reeves, one of those guys who's great in the room.
Yeah.
He should stay in the room.
That's the French
We're
expression,
all laughing at him. Look at
Si
this.
c'est bon
This
dans
is
la
stupid.
chambre, restez dans la chambre.
Yeah.
That's what the French say. Yeah. Let's go Boston and Vegas. Well, this is deteriorating quickly.
Okay. Now that I've seen that, I might have to change my mind about this game.
The Rangers are going down.
What? Ryan Reeves is running around the dressing room screaming like a maniac.
Yeah. Yeah. Shesterkin will be playing scared. He doesn't want to go back
he
in the
won't.
change room with Ryan Reeves.
Yeah.
Please, sir, don't turn your anger on me.
Igor Shesterkin versus Louis Domingue. That is actually quite amazing.
Yeah, I mean, what's amazing is that it's close.
Yeah.
Harrington asks where they can watch the game. I won't.
Here we are, Crosby. Oh,
I won't bait out the illegal streams on the YouTube.
It's on MSG. I do know that. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's where we're watching it.
Right.
Where if you're watching in Canada,
Madison Square Garden, obviously, is where you watch the
right,
game.
right.
Yeah,
No, but
exactly.
if you're watching in Canada, this game's on Sportsnet, isn't it?
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know they haven't been showing. Oh, that's
They
not
got
a good
penalties
start.
already.
Yeah, that's not a good start.
That's great.
Everybody wants people to call penalties in the playoffs until they start calling them.
Yeah,
And
you're
then-
not wrong
And then
about
people
that.
get pissed about it.
Yeah, you are not wrong. 5-on-3 for the Pens? I saw the cross check on. Oh, yeah. There's the
Wow.
other one. I saw the cross check on Crosby.
Trouba and Gensel.
Oh, you know who I was just thinking the Rangers should get out of the lineup for a little while?
They're two assistant captains.
Jacob Trouba. Is he?
And Chris Kreider.
Yeah. That's not going to hurt their penalty kill at all.
Yeah.
Holy
Wow.
smokes. All right, so is this a tap in?
It should be.
That would be the thought.
They're gonna score here. I think it's a matter of time.
Yeah. I mean, it might literally be a tap in.
Got to get a shot though. Oh, okay. Well,
Wow.
oh wow, that's a sloppy power play right there.
It's not ideal.
No.
Wow. So they're just going to keep Crosby out of the full 2 minutes then.
Well, they've got Malkin out there too.
Oh, Crosby's down. What happened?
I don't know, but he seems to be okay. He just picked up the puck and made a nice pass.
Yeah, well, you know. All right. Apparently,
Wow, nice shot blocked there by Zibanejad.
wow. Oh my goodness.
This is about as
This is
well
discombobulated.
This is about as well as you can kill a penalty 5-on-3 as is possible. and then your goalie has to be your best penalty.
And then Shesterkin with the windmill.
yeah, it has to be. Yeah.
You know what it is today? Windmill Wednesday.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's a goalie thing. Windmill Wednesday.
Oh, got the stick. That's a penalty. That is a penalty. Oh.
It didn't hit his
I
head.
don't know. Sid kind of. I'm not sure if he sold that a little bit.
You know what though? It doesn't. It bothers me a little bit when people say that a player sold a high stick, because I flinch when a bee flies close to my face. So, a piece of lumber coming up by my face is. Jack Eichel is saying that he wants Sid the kidney child to score.
He probably will.
It's a good bet.
Yeah.
If there's your prop bet, then that's what I would take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That this line is going to that the Gensel, Crosby, Russ line is good for at least 2 goals.
I mean, you got to think that a guy that's that good and that experienced and still playing on the top of his game has the chance to put the other team away. Mm-hmm. You got to think he's going to do everything in his power to do it. Oh, look at that pass to the slot. Wow.
See, I wonder if the Penguins don't have in the back of their minds, you know what, we can always go back on home ice and win this thing.
No. There's not a chance. There's no way.
Well, the thing is that you want to get out of the first 2 rounds in as few games as you can. If you can get out of the first 2 rounds in 10 games or fewer, you really set yourself up nicely for what usually is a long conference final and maybe Stanley Cup final.
Yeah.
But a really big time key is getting out of the first 2 rounds in 10 or fewer games. So Colorado's really set themselves up well.
Well, yeah, 100%. Giving them a chance to get their goalie feeling better.
Yeah.
And that wasn't much of a hit.
No.
I mean, he had to let up or else it would have been a interference there. Keandre Miller is really something else, eh?
He really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like him a lot. He gets a little older, a little wiser.
Yeah, and I think his numbers are going to get better too.
Yeah.
I think he's going to become more of an offensive defenseman than he is now.
Yeah.
Or at least the numbers. I mean, he is a pretty good one now, but the numbers are going to bear that out as he moves along here.
Yeah, no 2 ways about it. Just mentioning to the Eric Zubert, sorry we can't make our screen any bigger. It's just kind of the presets as to how it goes for this. But yeah. Oh man, you couldn't come any closer to letting that go out while still keeping it in. The Rangers are a lot more aggressive, it seems, in this game. Like they do not want to lose the offensive zone once they've got it.
I actually haven't been watching much of this series because my son's a Caps fan, so I've been watching Washington and Florida.
Your son's a Caps fan?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Well, he got on.
What did you do wrong?
Well, he got on that Ovechkin bandwagon.
Oh
quick,
yeah.
right? Yeah. So.
Yeah, the grade 8. I mean, this is it, right?
He's all excited because he sees the possibility of a Washington-Toronto second round.
That'd be a good series.
I think the Leafs would stomp them personally, but
I don't know if Washington did this to Florida. I gotta think that they could do it.
But Tampa's a heavy team. Tampa's a heavy, hard team.
Yeah,
and they're not doing it.
Yeah, fair enough. Jimmy Peltola says Rangers to win ? I don't know. I'm not convinced on this. Yeah,
well, I'm not convinced either. But I think the start that they've gotten off to here. Well, we'll see. I think
the 5-on-3 penalty kill is a good start.
5-on-3 penalty kill gives them a lot of momentum.
Yeah,
I think that's saved by Shesterkin. I think gives them a lot of confidence.
Donnell Weaver says, "What up, guys? Never saw you guys on the live stream, though.
That's because this is our first one. What do we do? Like, can
First
we do
time
better?
seeing you guys
Is there
for the
anything-
first
Is there
time.
anything we can do better? Like, let us know what we can do better. I don't even know what I'm doing right now.
I know that I'm at the complete peak of my performance
Yeah.
here. There's no
I
way.
guess Steve Dangle does a lot of these, eh? And a lot of people watch him, right?
Who?
Yeah, that Steve Dangle guy. Doesn't he like go all berserk and yells and screams and?
He does do that. Is that better? We've got the stats up now.
Okay.
I'm asking somebody asked if we can put the stats up. So
What stats do you have up
shots on goal, shooting percentage, blocked shots.
in this game or in this series?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Goalkeeper saves is sort of a weird way to put, saves.
Shots. Or saves. Yeah.
Donnell says, "Good luck."
Thanks.
So
Thanks,
thank you. We will need all the luck we can get. Luck and caffeine. By third period, it'll be directly into the veins now. So.
Okay.
Just for the folks in the stream now, as it's kind of starting to pick up.
Is that Leighton Schneider? Yeah.
I'm Dylan Waugh. Next to me is the venerable Ken Campbell. You may know him from the Hockey News, from the Toronto Star, and also from the Hockey News.
Yes.
What are our thoughts of the NHL draft lottery, Ken?
The Canadians are going to get a great second line center.
Yeah.
A really good second line center out of all of this.
Yeah. I mean, with
Yeah.
Nick Suzuki, they don't need the first line center, though. So
Yeah, but you can never have enough elite players, and I don't think there are.
I know that's what always cracks me up when a team.
I don't know that there's any elite players in this draft. I've been talking to a fair number of scouts about it,
Yeah.
and there's not a big wow factor among the prospects for this year's draft. I mean, Logan Cooley, Slavkovsky,
Yeah.
Shane Wright. You've got it. Like what I've been told is there's a lot of good, solid players who will play in the NHL for a long time, but there's real question as to whether or not there's any star quality in this draft. I mean star meaning not superstar, but star.
Yeah. So thank you, the City Life Project, for the shout out. Yeah, I think we're having something akin to fun so far. But in terms of what you're saying with the draft, I mean, I'll tell you, I cover the Montreal Canadiens, and like the biggest piss off is the amount of times that GM would say he's going to be an NHLer. Well, stop drafting, fourth line guys and bottom pairing defensemen, right?
Like, so.
Yeah,
that's what you're here for.
Yeah.
Montreal is. I'm actually working on something on their sort of their quote unquote rebuild, and I checked the Toronto Maple Leafs page today.
Yeah,
they have 17 people in development and analytics.
Yeah,
and the Canadians have 3.
Yeah,
and one of them is a recent hire by
Kent Hughes.
By Hughes and Gorton.
Yeah,
Adam Nicholas, their skills coach. They have no analytics department.
I know.
In 2015, when the Shea Weber trade came down for PK Subban, they had a guy named Matt Pfeffer doing.
I know Matt Pfeffer. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a guy. What's he doing now?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he's with another team though.
Is he really? Good for him. I'm glad he landed with somebody, because he was very critical of that trade, and I think basically Mark Bergevin just said, okay, well.
He didn't renew the contract.
I think he fired him outright.
No, he didn't fire him outright. It was in the offseason.
Right, yes. Yeah.
And he didn't renew the contract. I just spilled coffee on my crotch.
He didn't renew the contract.
City Life Project says, what are your thoughts on the Malkin Kaprizov comparisons?
I think Malkin's more power based, and I
Yeah.
think Kaprizov's more speed based.
Yeah.
I think Kaprizov will score more goals, but Malkin is more of a textured player, more points. He'll have more points.
He might have more of an impact on the team. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know.
Like overall
I mean,
impact on the game, I should say, right? Like,
yeah.
because like some people are able to put up points, but they don't necessarily have an impact on the game. I mean, the extreme and obvious example would be like a Mike Hoffman type. I'm not saying that Kaprizov is that. He obviously has a big impact on the game, but I'm just saying that some people are able to put up those points and, still not have the impact that a guy like Malkin
and
can
I
have.
mean, they don't even play the same position. Malkin's so much bigger. Like, I mean, I don't know that there's a huge that there's a whole lot in common between those two guys.
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, I think Kaprizov is more dynamic. I think he's more explosive.
They're both Russian.
Yeah, they're both Russian.
Yeah. But I love that whenever like a French Canadian player comes up, they're like, okay, well, let's compare them to a Quebecois player. Oh, you're from Czech Republic. All right, let's find a Czech Republic player to compare you to. Yeah.
You're a defenseman from the Czech. Let's compare you to Thomas Kaberle. Yeah.
Do we think the Flame Stars series has been the most boring series so far in the playoffs?
No, absolutely not.
Donnell Weaver.
No way, Donnell. I do not think it's been the most boring series at all. I think it's been really good. I had this conversation with Dylan today on the podcast.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that series. I like watching big boy hockey. I like watching games where you have to fight for every inch of the ice.
Yeah.
And where you have to earn everything, and that's what this series is.
Yeah.
And I actually am quite enjoying it. I think that last game was a really good game.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's been the most boring series at all.
Yeah.
I'd rather see that than the 5-goal blowouts that we're seeing.
Yeah.
I find those boring.
Yeah. I do like goaltending battles. I don't think that's been particularly a goaltending battle. It's been more of a defensive battle, but check out the Hockey Unfiltered podcast, and you can check us out on Twitter at Hockey No Filter. Because we went through every team today and described them. Ken described them in one word. It was, you know what your best one was? Because I listened to it again later.
Zibanejad.
No, that wasn't the best one. Marooned. That was a good one. Ken tried to relate the words to the actual roster of the team, which was
not in every case, but I tried.
Yeah.
I tried.
Tried.
Yeah.
Those Brian's gloves are so round, eh? Like, have you noticed the profile of a Brian's catching mitt?
Nope. Can't say I have. Can't say I have. All I know is it's bigger than it needs to be, and
it is the perfect size, if you ask me. If anything, it could be a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like the catching mitt to look like the goalie's lacrosse stick. You see, you're not going to do a dump and chase on Chris Letang. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're going to chip it out, and you're thinking to yourself, yeah, that forward can beat Chris Letang. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Like, give me a break.
Especially with the year he's had.
Yeah. Oh, Donnell Weaver is asking all the big questions tonight. Thoughts on Barry Trotz firing? We actually talked about that as well in the podcast. Oh,
okay. Well,
Gensel, Crosby's carry-on luggage. No, I'm just kidding.
that guy is the epitome of a playoff performer.
Yeah,
I mean, he brings it in the playoffs like nobody else. Well, like
Jen
his
Gensel
line,
does.
like his line mate.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't believe that Shesterkin. I don't want to be that guy, but I'd be pulling the goalie already because that is just such a Bush League goal to let in.
That's not Shesterkin from the regular season. Wonder if he's hurt or something.
So he made really excellent micro adjustments with that puck in front of him. And then that was just very bizarre that he tried to recover to his feet. Caffinity says Crosby is literally the most boring person ever.
No, he's not.
Who is?
Oh God, I could probably name about 10 more NHLers who are more like as a person or as a player.
I'm assuming as a person.
Yeah.
Caffinity, is it as a person? We'll wait for a response. I think as a person. So just in case people don't know, like Ken's talked to all of these
Sid.
people.
I love Sid.
Yeah?
And you know what? If you get Sid going on the right thing, like I did a thing one time with Sid and Gino and a couple of other guys, and I broke down Sid's top 10 goals or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was in the dressing room, and it was in the MasterCard Center. And
Mississauga.
and I was in the visitors' dressing room, and I was showing it to Malkin on my laptop, one of the goals that he assisted on.
Yeah.
Like, came right off the draw, perfect play, bang, in the net. And they both talked about that goal like it had happened like 5 years ago. They talked about it like it had happened the night before. and it was hockey porn was what it was. It was hockey porn.
Yeah.
Like it was just you could just sit there and listen to them talk about it forever. I think when you talk about the right things, Sid's pretty good. But I mean, you've got to remember too, everybody wants a piece of this guy, right? And everybody's looking to tear apart something that he's saying or dissect it or.
Well, like Carey Price when he first went to Montreal was so funny. He was so funny.
Dion Phaneuf was amazing.
Right.
In junior.
Yeah.
And I covered him in the World Juniors.
But these guys, great. The stars, they get burnt out.
They sure do.
Ovechkin
was the same thing.
So that ties into Donnell just asked, who do you guys think is the face of the NHL, Crosby, McDavid, or Ovi?
Cale Makar. He's the rosy-cheeked face of the NHL.
Hi, Penguins mom. He's the rosy-cheeked face of the NHL?
Have you ever seen Cale Makar? He looks like he just came in from tobogganing all the time. He does.
You don't think it's like Cole Caulfield?
He looks like he's 12. Cale Makar, and he plays like he's 36. Like, it's incredible.
There's no way that he can move that well at 36.
Yeah.
Well, he might be able to, but I'm just saying he doesn't play like he's 36.
No, okay, plays like he's 29.
Yeah, I'll take that.
That's a bad goal. That's
a really bad goal. All you do is just get back and out. And have you seen Crosby and McKinnon at Tim Hortons ads? How could you find him boring?
Yeah, true.
Hi.
You know what I think is cool?
I'm driving a Zamboni. That's funny.
It's Pittsburgh Paints against Benjamin Moore on the helmets. The Rangers are wearing Benjamin Moore decals.
Yeah.
And Pittsburgh is wearing Pittsburgh Paints. So right now, Pittsburgh Paint is definitely got the upper hand.
Yeah. The battle of the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Philadelphia has literally beat every Penguins affiliated team Imagines.
Eh?
I don't really understand that, Caffinity. You might have to clarify for me a little bit. I've got what scientists call a smooth brain, right? It has no ridges.
And what does that mean? You're stupid?
Yes. Yes. The marsupials are known for their.
Hot. It's hot in here.
I got an AC.
No, it's okay.
We can turn on. That's why I had the door open. Beautiful evening.
It was.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I can crack the door again as well.
Lovely evening in Toronto.
We're just sitting here in my garage in Toronto. Did you say Toronto?
I always say Toronto.
Oh, wow.
I never say Toronto.
And that's not gotten you beat up yet, eh?
No. No, yeah.
They wouldn't even try it.
But I'm also the kind of person when somebody says I'm doing good,
I don't like that.
I say Superman does good, you're doing well. If that doesn't get me slapped in the head, nothing will.
The one that bothers me a lot is when you say, "What's up?" and the person says, "Good."
Yeah.
Did you even listen to what I said? Do you have any idea what "what's up" means? Anyways, that's neither here nor there.
Sometimes I think about how spectacularly mediocre the New York Rangers have been as a historical franchise.
Yeah,
it's spectacular.
As an original six franchise.
They are spectacular in their mediocrity.
Yeah. So the most cups are the Habs, then the Leafs, then
Detroit.
then Chicago.
No, then probably Pittsburgh or Edmonton.
Oh yeah, it must be. Yeah, I think it's Edmonton.
Yeah.
Then maybe New York Islanders.
Oh no, Boston. Boston's still in there.
Okay.
Boston's still in there. I'm going to say it's definitely Montreal, Toronto, Detroit.
Yeah, and like Toronto's like at like a quarter.
And then, yeah.
Montreal's like
Toronto has 13.
Yeah.
Montreal has 24.
Yeah.
Montreal, like, and what people don't realize too is, like, before the 60s, the Canadians and the Leafs were on par with one another.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Montreal basically in the 60s said, after the Leafs won their 3 cups in 62, 63, and 64,
Yeah.
Montreal basically said, hold our beer. They won 5 cups after that in the 60s.
Yeah.
And then they won they won 6 in the 70s.
Yeah.
71, 73,
Yeah.
76, 77, 78, 79.
Right.
And then they won 1 in the 80s, 1 in the 90s, and they won't win another one for another 30 years.
That's how it feels sometimes. That's how it feels sometimes.
It's going to be a long process there.
Yeah, keep up the comments, guys.
Shane Wright is not.
No, he's not. He's not an answer.
That's the start. That's like the start of what you're doing.
So let me ask you: do you think that Michkov falls in the draft because of concerns for both his contract status in the KHL?
He might. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He might.
Wow, that's wild.
I mean,
imagine picking up Michkov at like 5 or 6.
I mean, there's not going to be as many viewings next year. Scouts aren't going to see him as much if this war keeps up and they're not playing in international competition.
Yeah.
No under 18 no World Juniors this summer.
Yeah.
No World Juniors next year. No under 18. So they'll have to see him play in the KHL.
I mean, like, what's there left to see with that kid? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
He's so good. I don't. The idea that he might challenge Bedard for number 1 overall is
he might
stupid.
He might.
You think so?
He might, but it's not.
I think it's stupid.
Right now it's substantial.
Who has the worst fans in sports? By the way, Ken can't see these comments, so I'm feeding them to him. So who has the worst fans in sports?
Worst fans in what respect? Like
in the NHL. I don't know. They could be the most obnoxious or whatever you want. Who has the worst fans in sports?
Probably Philadelphia.
Huh?
Who?
I'm showing Ken the comment now, heretic. Philly has the worst fans in sports in the world. Imagine. He couldn't see that, I promise. That's good.
Yeah.
I was going to say Boston.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I was going to say Boston.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was going to say Boston.
Why? For like the douchey factor or just for the...
Ah,
my bum is
look
sore.
At that. Look at that.
My bum is sore already.
Really?
Can you give me an old man cushion or something?
We're going to do our second period stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, like
let's check out. Oh, has Washington and I also need something to put my drink on.
Okay, all right.
That, this is not well planned.
Okay, you know
we
what?
need a man cave to watch this thing in.
Do you have a man cave?
I have what could pass for us.
So then let's go to your man cave.
Well, it's my son's room. It's my son's bedroom too. So.
Your son's bedroom. He's trying to sleep the whole time.
No. We'll wait until the night he stays over at his girlfriend.
Hey, Angelica Turano. Just because you said hi to us.
Angelica, is that a girl or a guy?
I would assume
Angelica would be a girl's name. That's amazing.
That's what I would assume.
How you doing?
Yeah. Boston fans are only annoying because they are always winning. Philly fans are just angry at the world. That's a fair distinction. That's a fair distinction.
Well, the old thing about Philly is they booed Santa Claus, right? Like they booed Santa Claus once.
Yeah.
And I remember one of the jokes when I was growing up was, what do Philly fans do when they don't go to sporting events?
What?
They go to the airport and boo safe landings.
All right.
Oh, this is much better. I can put my
hang on, don't put that
my
there
accoutrements there.
Don't put that there yet.
Okay.
It's not on the ground.
Oh, okay. Here, I need to. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is going to be a lot better. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
See, now I'll be able to look up stuff. So
there was Jim Gaffigan made a joke about that, eh? The comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said something to the effect of like when the Pope went and visited Philadelphia. He had something said something to the effect of like, "Good thing you're not Santa Claus." The city of Philadelphia was not happy about that.
I guess not.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not gonna boo the Pope, eh?
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
You know what I'm seeing in this game, Dylan? Is
Yeah.
I'm seeing a spirit is willing but body is unable.
The body is weak.
Yeah, like I'm seeing that the Rangers want to be in this game,
Yeah.
but they have to work so hard to do anything.
Well, I mean, Philadelphia is a hardworking Philadelphia. Come on, guys, stop talking to me about Philadelphia. The Pittsburgh Penguins, boy,
I can't wait till
they're a hardworking team.
I can't wait till the Penguins get to the Stanley Cup final and Brian Dumoulin is like put together with balls of string and
Where's
wire and
Dumoulin? He's
tape.
under all that duct tape.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to see his face to verify that he's got the roster spot. Look at this. Look at Letang getting into it, eh? What a beaut.
Yeah, with Frankie Vetrano. Whoa.
Oh, the welterweight fight of the century.
Yeah.
Sean Butcher saying Avs all the way.
Sean Butcher's not going out on a limb there.
That's a hot take there, Shawnee boy.
Yeah, they creamed somebody 4 straight in the first round. Let's see it go. Let's see it take. I don't know. Who's down 3-1 right now?
Hey,
Somebody's
SodaPod,
down 3-1.
thanks. Who's down 3-1 right now?
Somebody's down. These guys.
These
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
The game we're watching. It says it right
Yes.
there on the screen.
Yes.
So we've got the big screen projector up in the garage here. So we're
Yeah, we're living the high life.
we're
man.
cooking with heat. I'm telling you, man. I got
No,
new...
we're cooking with gas. That's what they're saying. I think.
No, we're cooking with heat.
Oh, are we?
Yeah. Because like when you can turn off the stove, and then
okay.
the heat is just circulating because the heat's already so hot.
Okay.
Yeah. You probably say chomping at the bit, then, don't
No,
you?
I say champing at the bit.
Sean Butcher says, "I want the Wilds to win, but Blues are gonna
The
win."
Wilds.
I
I agree with you, Sean.
I picked
agree with you,
Wild.
Sean.
I picked Wild.
I
I
picked
picked
Blues.
Wild. Yeah, you picked Blues. I'm not hating my pick, but it's an uphill battle. Hey-oh, Jacobs. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna apologize.
What for the guys set for miss?
No,
pronouncing the guy's
you know
name,
what?
or what?
It's well. Here's the thing, right? Like I speak French. I can't. This is not obviously French, but I
Okay,
speak French. I can't
I
read it.
I got a little bit going there. Show me. I'll see if I can.
No, this isn't French though.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
I speak French. I don't read it. Here. And it's because of the accents that I can't read French, so there's no way that I read other languages with more accents.
Oh, that guy's Czech.
Yeah.
That guy's Czech.
So it's Jakob?
Jakub Staszka. That's what I'm gonna guess.
Okay.
Tell me how close I am.
Jakub Staszka.
Jakub Staszka.
Is that right, Jakob? This is the honest effort group is what we have here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we give an honest
My
effort.
wife's Czech, so I.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
She came in. Her family came in '68 when the Russians came in.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
She was 6 years old.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh man, when he put that puck,
So what's Jakub Staszka wanting to know?
he
ask
just
us
said
something?
hi. He just
Oh,
said hi.
hey,
Yeah.
Jakob, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, we're saying hi back, and then I
Nice.
just realized that I was gonna screw something up badly.
Never stopped you before from opening your mouth.
Jakob
Wow,
says,
that even Louis Domingue could stop that one.
"LOL,
that's-
sorry for the accents, dude. Don't apologize. I'm sorry for being a
So did he
a
say?
bum.
How did I do?
How
I
did
do?
Ken do pronouncing it? Then is the question.
Jakub Staszka.
Jakob Staszka. I'm sorry for being an ignoramus.
You are one of those for sure.
Chad Carrier says, "Let's go, Steven Stamkos and the Tampa Bay Lightning tomorrow at home." Is that Chad? Is that because you're a Lightning fan, or is that because you just
You hate the Leafs.
you hate the Leafs?
Yeah.
Jakob says, "Kind of close, but it is in fact hard to read even for Czechs, so it is okay."
Oh, okay, well.
all right.
I think that gives me a solid B plus.
Yeah, well, I always say my wife's name is Swanagukle.
Is that her last name?
That's her first name,
Swarahukle?
Swanagukle. Clay.
Clay. That's what. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But you call her Tanya.
Yeah. I named her. No, I'm just kidding. That's her middle name. Yeah.
Well, next
Call me
time I
crazy,
see her,
but
I'm
I
gonna
wanted
say-
her to have my
I'm gonna
ex-girlfriend's
say, hey,
name.
what's shaking, Schwadahookle?
Sean Butcher says, rooting for the Panthers, my bracket depends on it.
I don't blame you. I said today on the podcast, Sean, that I don't know if Florida's going to get out of this series, but if they do, they're going to be unstoppable in the East.
Yeah.
Because they will have received their big scare,
Their wake-up call.
and then they will be like, okay.
Yeah.
Has New York had
There you
has
go,
New York
finally.
had a grade A opportunity in this period?
I was just about to ask the exact same
I don't
thing.
think they
and
have.
then, I mean, that was okay.
That was a good opportunity. That wasn't a 10-bell one, though. That
No,
wasn't- yeah.
but it's in the home plate area, as they call it, right?
Yeah.
So,
Or as Steve Valiquette would call it, the Royal Road. That's what he calls in front of the net. He has an area of the ice he calls the Royal Road.
I like Steve Valiquette.
I feel like I should be telling some stories.
You should tell some stories. Gather round, children. Ken is about to tell us some stories. He's going to regale us.
Oh, I can tell you a good one right now about Matt Sundin.
Tell me one about Matt Sundin.
When
Wow.
I covered the Leafs for the Toronto Star, we were in St. Louis, and Mike Kitchen was the assistant coach of the St. Louis Blues.
Right?
And, whoa!
Sean Butcher says story time. Yay.
And so Mike Kitchen is in the middle of Blues practice, and he comes up to Matt Sundin, and he says, hey, Matt, congratulations. I hear you're getting married.
Okay.
And we're all like, what? And so the Leafs practice, they get off the ice, and of course, we all go straight to Matt's. Go like,
Yeah.
what's going on? What
Yeah.
are you talking about? He goes, nope, bad scoop, guys. Not getting married. Blah, blah, blah. And so, you know, I worked for the Star. It was a note for me.
Yeah.
It was just a note. The Sun, you know, blew it up a little bit bigger as they are wont to do.
Yeah,
And, you
yeah.
know, Sundin getting married, question mark, or whatever,
Yeah.
right? So anyways, the next day, we're at the morning skate, and we're talking to Sundin about, he was very good. He came out every day, after every morning skate, after every game, he came out and talked all the time. He's really good.
Yeah.
And so he goes, we're talking to him about stuff, and he's like, yeah, we got to be better on the power play, and, you know, we can do this better, we can do that better, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then at the end he goes, but according to you guys, I'm getting married. And then he walks away and he goes, thanks a lot, you fuckers. It was the first time I ever saw Matt Sundin get mad. Like, yeah, you could write that Matt Sundin
Didn't care.
was the worst hockey player,
Yeah.
worst hockey player in history. He plays with no passion. He sucks. He's soft. He's a bad captain. You could write any of that.
Do not write that he's getting married.
Right that he's getting married, and holy cow, the wrath of Matt comes down on you.
Oh, boy.
Well,
Beer
we made it
Sports,
through the first period.
Beer Sports, whatever. Thank you for subscribing. And so we're through the first period, pretty much. Check out, by the way, just because we got...
If you guys want us to talk about anything, like, let us know, because I'm new at this. I don't even know, like...
This is my first time, too.
I'm not even sure if I'm doing this properly.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
I've never watched this, and I've never done this. So, hey, can we put it on the Washington?
Yes.
Washington game?
If you like.
Yeah, let's
would
do
folks
it.
be okay if we switched over to the Washington
For
game?
the intermission?
For
You
the
don't wanna-
intermission?
Yeah, you don't want to.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like this is like, for Florida, this is such a big game.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like I feel like this is going to define their year.
Yeah. All right, so we switched over
Do
to
something 5-on-5, eh? Florida, don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to like play well 5-on-5.
Hey, it's hard.
I know it is.
Well, they've got the number one Corsi 5-on-5 for any of the teams in the playoffs. But
good for them.
well, I'm just saying they're putting up shots or trying to at least.
I don't see any major line changes or lineup changes for Florida.
So if anybody's got any,
Claude Drew, hello. Playoffs have started.
if anybody's got any questions in the intermission, feel free, shoot them out and ask, and we'll do our best to respond and answer them.
So just to make sure everybody knows, we're now watching in the interim here. We're watching Florida and Washington.
Jakob says, I think Yalger hates it when someone asks him about getting married as well.
Yeah, Yager seems fairly allergic to commitment in that respect.
Okay, but the funniest one was that
one
woman,
where he had
that was like, oh, like he tried to blackmail him, and it's like, you're of legal age.
Yeah.
I'm a single man. We're not even that far apart in age. It's like 10 years or something like that. Like, what's the scandal here?
Well, no, but he like just
I'm a red-blooded. I'm just an old chunk of coal.
He was like, okay, go ahead. Tell everybody we're sleeping
right?
together.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, he's like, I was gonna brag too.
That's like the old story. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah. So anyway, so this guy's marooned on an island with Cindy Crawford. Cindy Crawford.
Yeah.
He's marooned on this island, and she falls in love with the guy, and she says, "Hey, I just love you so much. I'd do anything for you."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Okay, well, can you?" Because they've made love many times, and they're just in this torrid sort of relationship.
Right. Yeah.
So she says, "I'd do anything for you," and he goes, "Well, would you maybe like dress up like one of my friends and wear like a hat and a trench coat and walk around and pretend you're one of my friends?" And she goes, "Yeah, for you, I'd do that." So she gets all dressed up, and they take 2 steps, and he looks at the guy and he goes, "Hey, you're sleeping with Cindy Crawford?"
What?
He says to the guy, "Hey, you hear I'm sleeping with Cindy Crawford?"
He just wants to brag.
Yeah, he just wants to tell somebody that.
All right, so Riley Price asks, what are the odds the Penguins move on after this game? If you were to put a percentage on it.
What do you mean move on after this game?
Well, that the Penguins are going to close out the series.
Very good right now.
Riley Price says,
you're up 1-0 after the first period, and I'm sure there is pushback, but I don't see pushback. I don't see it. I don't see it in the Rangers.
I believe that you think that you're pushing back.
Yeah.
I mean, the Rangers aren't getting a lot of high danger. They're not getting a lot on the Royal Road.
They're not getting a lot of looks at all.
Well, they're taking them from the point, and they're cycling the puck. But yeah, like you said, it's really Pittsburgh is putting on quite the clinic for high danger shot attempts. And so just as just quickly, don't forget, if you're watching, give a subscribe to kencampbell.substack.com. That's where you can get Ken's writing. And, he's got lots of interviews with people that I wouldn't deign to pretend like I know, but Ken knows them all. And, of course, check out our podcast.
I know them all.
Well, my favorite was when we had Bill Armstrong on the podcast, the GM for the Arizona Coyotes. And the first thing that happens when Bill comes on is Ken chirps him.
Of course.
You chirped him.
I watched him score in overtime in 1990 in the Memorial Cup.
Yeah.
That's how long I've known him. Of course I'm going to chirp him.
My favorite is, Bill, you look great. You look like you still can't play.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one, eh?
Yeah, that was a really good one.
You look like you still can't play.
That was a really good one. I gotta hand that one to you.
Yeah.
That was a really good one. The Pittsburgh is
21 shot attempts for New York and 18 for Pittsburgh in the first period.
11 actual shots on goal for New York and 10 for Pittsburgh.
I look at hits, 18-9 for New York. They're chasing the game.
That's often what that
They're
means.
chasing the game.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say that Pittsburgh is the way that they're blocking out the home plate is surprising. I didn't think that defensively they had that in them. Obviously, Buddy Boy's a good coach, but
Mike Sullivan.
Mike Sullivan.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
Yeah, he's only won 2 cups. I can see why you'd forget that.
Yeah. Well, no, obviously Sullivan's a good coach.
I could have,
but you still need personnel normally.
I would take 20 TJ Oshie's on my team any day, and he just stepped one in.
Yeah.
He's been a beast in this series.
So Sean Butcher says that I skipped his question.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Okay.
The Penguins are 100% moving on after this.
Well, after
opinion on peanut butter. Opinion on peanut butter.
I love peanut butter.
I
like
peanut butter cookies. Wow, Bobrovsky.
Well, no, but how does
how
in the playoffs does TJ Oshie stand there like that?
No, but look at how Bobrovsky tried to actively release to his left. He knows that he's got a right shot. He's already looking through the left, and then he's moving his body into it after the shot is taken.
Well,
he knows where that shot's coming from.
When a guy can set up like that,
he knows where the shot's coming from. He knows where it's going. He should have been. He was not.
It was tipped
in position. I know it was tipped. So have your body there so that it gets tipped into your body, and not try to reach for it with your glove. Are you defending Bobrovsky?
No, I'm just saying that I can't believe TJ Oshie was able to like they haven't outlawed battles in front of the net.
Yeah, I know. He was standing there for a while.
You just can't cross-check a guy 5 times. But you can battle. Like, I've seen, somebody said, who was it? Ken Reed on Sportsnet. He said last night, he was beer league open.
Oh, did you see that?
No.
Huge hit behind the play. Big cross-check behind the play. He was beer league open. Yeah, as a beer league goaltender, I know what beer league open looks like, let me tell you. Yeah.
I am beginning to wonder if the moment isn't too big for the Panthers.
I didn't think it was going to be the Capitals that were going to do it. I'll tell you that much, because I didn't think it was going to be the Capitals. I'm telling you.
This was as close to a slam dunk in the East as there was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Without question.
You're absolutely right. Folks, any other questions? Come on, let's get the chat rolling in. I'm watching it. Sean Butcher says, although shipping may be $5,000, I guess he's got a full warehouse of peanut butter. I don't know what the peanut butter thing is going on here.
What is he trying to move a bunch of peanut butter?
He's trying to move. Yeah. Sean, are you in Scarborough? Maybe we'll save on that ship in there, buddy. I don't know about peanut butter, but the Rangers aren't looking very smooth, huh? That's a tie-in.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. They're also sticking to the roof of your mouth.
Unreal.
It's hard to watch a game and talk at the same time.
You've never met my stepdad.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He's not a big hockey guy. He's more of a baseball guy, so his habits of talking during games,
baseball's more lends itself more to talking in between plays because nothing ever happens.
Huberdeau's doing nothing.
Yep.
Heretic says, in my bracket, I said the Leafs would beat the Panthers. Didn't expect the Caps to come out like this. Yeah, Heretic, you, me, Ken, it's we all.
But see, I'm not sure that it's so much the Caps as it is just the Panthers just completely losing their identity.
Sorry, Bentley. Sorry that we're not Isha. We're maybe Isha will come back. It'll be a kind of Coke Classic sort of thing.
Who's Isha?
Our boss, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the founder of the Hockey Podcast Network, or one of the founders, I should say.
Yeah, but so if he's on there, what happens? What's do we have to behave ourselves?
No. Isha does a lot of the live streams, the watchalongs. I guess we're not that entertaining.
I guess not.
Yeah. I thought your Sundin story was pretty good though.
Oh, I got a bunch of them. I got tons of them.
Yeah. We're going to have some like off-season content where we're going to get some of these guys on to rehash old wounds. You told me that you had a Darcy Tucker incident.
Oh yeah, we could go through that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, save it on this. Save it for that in the off-season. We'll get Tucker on.
Happened in Long Island. It was great.
Yeah. JT Prasad says 3-1 Penguins final score.
Okay.
You know what? I would say 4-1.
I can get on board with 3-1.
I would say 4-1. I could see the double empty netter or something like that happening, you know? Yeah. Just
I can get on board with 3-1.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Bentley. He says you are entering. Oops.
Or entertaining, or what?
No, it says entering. That's either a spelling error
or a double entendre.
Double entendre. How many guys will you have on for the Stanley Cup? I don't know.
What do you mean? How many guys will you have on for the?
Well, I think the question is, are we doing a live stream for the Stanley Cup Finals? That might be
that.
Well, that might be pretty competitive of the different podcast hosts that sign up for the live stream here. So,
but we would be able to get one, wouldn't we?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah,
I would think so, and hopefully it's a late game so that we can do it in the backyard. You know. Crack
by the light of the moon.
By the light of the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Bentley, don't worry about it. You'll have to say a heck of a lot worse than that to ever offend Ken or I. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I would say that I've heard it all, but man, I've heard some of the stuff that Ken's heard. What was that one?
Which one?
Bad writer, lesser man. That was my favorite. Yeah. My favorite comment about Ken was bad writer.
The best one ever still on Twitter is eat your toilet. I don't even know what that means.
It's violent imagery.
I don't even know what that means. But it's better than I wish you die in a fire.
Yeah, but because
I've had that too.
This is the thing is that I'm like, you know what? If you're gonna chirp me, at least be funny about it.
Yeah,
I don't like the you're a moron. It's kind of like, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
I guess I'll live with that. But if you don't like me, at least be funny about it. Yeah.
I am amazed at how the Florida Panthers have either abandoned their game or the Washington Capitals have completely have just not allowed them to play their game.
I think it's the Washington Capitals. Oh, Sean Butcher says, just take a big bite out of your toilet. That's very magnanimous of you, Sean.
What are you doing?
I just hit myself in the head with the cap when I tried to do the flicking thing.
Oh, okay.
I was never any good at it.
Clearly.
I can't believe I hit myself in the head. I've shot myself with a nail gun before.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I pulled the nail out and then ran my hand under the cold water to stop the bleeding and then passed out in the sink.
Did you get a tetanus shot or anything?
Yeah, I had to go and get a tetanus shot.
Yeah.
And then best part is, I got an allergic reaction from the tetanus shot.
Nice.
Just what you want to see. Yeah. Barbara says, let's go Rangers. I like this series.
Let's do something, Rangers.
Let's do something,
Rangers.
Rangers.
Live, Rangers.
Bentley says, my favorite teams are Minnesota, St. Louis Capitals, and Nashville.
Okay, well, 2 of them are moving on, it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. This game isn't over. This
game's far from over.
Yeah.
Sorry. Do the Panthers have 2 shots?
No, they have 3.
Jujun says, I usually bite my toilet the day after Christmas. I'm guessing that there's a little alcohol involved in Christmas.
Oh, okay, yeah. Eat your toilet. That was so funny. I didn't know what to say to that one.
Corey Van Koon says, what do you guys think of Crosby and his impact so far? What do you think of Crosby and his impact so far, Ken?
I think Crosby's been one of the best players in the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I
mean, he's
Malkin's showing his age, but boy, Crosby turned back the clock.
Crosby is, first of all, he's impossible to get the puck from.
Yeah.
It's impossible to get the puck off him once he has it.
Yeah.
He's skating as well as I've ever seen him skate.
Yeah.
Like he's not known for his skating. Like he's
No.
not a lovely, graceful skater.
No,
he's actually
never
kind
has
of
been.
he's actually a little bit of an ugly skater. Like it's all kind of weird moves and everything.
A skating stride that only a mother could love.
Right, exactly. But
Yeah.
he is playing as well and as inspired. I mean, he always plays inspired. I mean, I can't like. Have you ever heard anyone say, "Yeah, Sid really mailed it in tonight"? Like I've never heard that.
I've never heard that. I mean, even when he's been hurt. Bentley asked, "Do you know what the SPHL is? That's the Southern Hockey League, isn't that? Southern Professional Hockey League. I played with Bentley. I played with what's his name, Dan McNeil, who played on the Gorillas of the Southern Professional Hockey
Gorillas?
League. Yeah, the Gorillas.
Okay.
Of the Southern Professional Hockey League, and he was a bruiser and he was a defenseman. But man, he had some really, really soft hands when he wanted to.
Scott Darling played in the Southern Professional League.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
how far he had fallen down the hockey's food chain.
You thought, Jakob, you thought I shot myself with a rail gun. No, I'd be obliterated. No, I shot myself with a nail gun. It went through my fingernail.
Oh my God, yeah.
Bentley says, I like Evansville Thunderbolts. So
Not familiar with them.
not familiar with them. Yeah, Dan McNeil, though, he's like 6'2", 200 pounds, completely ripped.
Yeah.
Just completely ripped.
It makes you realize how good you have to be to play at the
know.
professional level. Eh?
I know.
When like these guys who can barely stay in the lowest rung of the
Yeah.
minors
The guys
are
that
as
can,
good as they are.
the guy
Like,
that
it's
can make
incredible.
$10,000 a year playing the Southern
It's incredible.
Professional Hockey
It's
League.
incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. Should we be switching back the game?
I guess so.
Yeah. All right. Hang on, folks. I'm just gonna switch the TV back over, and I'll be right back. Ken's still here to entertain you, though.
Yep.
Ken, be entertaining.
I'll try. Oh.
I can't believe that Florida only has 3 shots.
Yeah, that's not the response you want when you're in a must-win game 5.
No, it's not ideal. Hey, that's timing.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
All right, we're back, folks. Second period has started. You see, this is more of what we've seen in this whole game, which is that New York can get it into Pittsburgh's end.
But they can't do anything.
They can't do anything.
They can't do anything. It's really
Pittsburgh's keeping it on the wall.
A lot of periphery play.
But you associate being able to keep the play on the wall with like a big, heavy, solid defense core.
Right.
And yet, that's not Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
That's not Pittsburgh's defense core.
No.
But they're doing it, and that's what's so incredible about it. So, Barbara, what's ooh? What are you ahead of us or something in the game?
Why did she say something?
She said ooh.
Huh.
I'm curious. Bentley, I'm sure Isha will be back. We all just kind of, take turns doing this.
What is Isha doing? Like, what is it? Why does he need Isha to be back?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I guess. Well, we're the tier below.
So what does he do though? Does he answer questions? What does he do?
That's a good question. Before I get Mike, no, we don't show the actual game. Obviously, copyright infringement issues, but you can watch the game with us. We've got it on a screen that's right behind the camera there. Bentley just says I like him.
Oh, okay.
That's fair. You remember that the Man of La Mancha?
Yeah.
I like him. I really like him. Pluck me naked as a scalded chicken. I like him.
Wow.
You are still entertaining. Well, good. I didn't just sing show tunes for nothing.
Yeah, I guess Man of La Mancha would be considered a show.
Of course it's considered. I am my Don Quixote, the Man of La Mancha. You weren't expecting that?
No, I wasn't. That was not on my bingo card. You singing Man of La Mancha tonight.
That wasn't on your bingo card.
Wasn't on my bingo card.
Sean Butcher says, I need Neil back. He adopted me. I'm not sure who Neil is. We're kind of new to the Hockey Podcast Network, but we figured we'd jump onto one of these things and do it. And
we'll happily adopt you, Sean. That's outside. That's
Sean's
outside.
the peanut butter fella.
That's outside. He never came out of the zone.
Yeah?
Okay? Yeah, doesn't matter. They got the exit anyways.
Corey says, hoping to see a Crosby versus Ovi series. The fact is
yeah, because we haven't seen enough of those. Like, what?
Oh, what's the matter, Ken? You don't like too much of a good thing here, pal? Yeah. Oh, you know what I really hate? Entertaining hockey.
Yeah.
Ah, boy.
Yeah.
Sean says, you're officially my second dad. There you go, Ken.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just don't ask for the car.
Don't ask for the car.
And don't ask me for money. I've already got 2 blood-sucking sons that are draining my bank account.
Sean's the one with the peanut butter. He's going to get you a deal on peanut butter now that you're his second dad.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Jakob is saying Crosby is one of the best skaters ever. His edge work is on another level. His skating is something other players want to mimic, but it's true that he's not talked about that much. I'd say Jakob, you're right. What Ken's saying is not necessarily that Crosby's a bad skater, but rather that he
doesn't look like Pavel Bure.
Right. You know what it'd be like saying? It's like saying that Bubba Watson's a bad golfer. He's got a goofy swing, but he's a good golfer. And it works, and he's got a fantastic swing, but it just looks stupid. So I think that's what kind of Ken's saying there, Jakob. He is a good skater. Jakob says, it is like a paradigm. It is a paradigm. I always say that, when Lundqvist came into the league, he set like a standard of how goalies should be playing. Sean, that's the paradigm. Sean Butcher says, you think the Rangers are golfers after this? I mean, if the game ends now, then yeah.
Yeah.
they got to find something, man. They've got nothing. They've got nothing.
Yeah, they're really and they're not like there's nothing to hang your hat on right now if you're the New York Rangers.
Dad
like
number
it's
2.
Not like it's yeah.
Dad number 2 cannot give beer away to son. Are you? Ken's not my dad. Just as a quick FYI, and
yeah, and that's not even real beer.
It's not real beer. I'm sorry.
Dylan doesn't drink.
I am not. I
think I might drink tomorrow though for the Tampa Toronto game.
Yeah.
You gonna come and pick me up and take me home?
Yeah, I'll come pick you up and take
good.
you home.
I'm bringing a case of beer.
A case. I hope you have a big meal. Timothy says, Crosby is playing some fantastic hockey this season. I really expect him to carry a lot of weight through these playoffs. Oh, you're gonna carry that weight.
What are you singing now?
That's the Beatles, man.
Oh, is it? Okay,
yeah, that's Carry That Weight, actually, is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
there's something to hang your hat on. There's a nice chance. That's a grade A chance. Now you've got it. You don't have to score on this shift, but you've got to get some. You've got to get some sustained pressure, which is what they're doing.
Exactly. And now you've got to face off in the offensive
big line.
zone.
And it's the big line.
Yeah.
They got Pittsburgh's third line out there.
Yeah.
And they were able to capitalize on it.
Yeah. Sean Butcher says, I wanted a beer. Oh, I see. Dad number 2, you're supposed to get Sean Butcher a beer.
Oh, am I?
Trade the beer for the peanut butter, I guess.
Are you of age, Sean?
Sean, we're not entirely sure that you're of legal age. We will need to see ID, your social insurance number, and your checking account number.
Yes. Yeah. Along with your credit card and your CCV number or whatever that is.
Yes, exactly. Timothy Merriman says, I'm an Avs fan, but I like good hockey, so I'm here for it. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we got fourth line against fourth line here. Right now, we got fourth line against fourth line.
That's not ideal hockey.
Yeah. So now you get your first line out because they're stuck.
Yeah.
Because Pittsburgh's stuck. They're stuck out with their fourth line. I know Panarin's line was just out there. Jump over the boards, boys.
Panarin's been shockingly invisible in this. Mm-hmm. Panarin's been shocked. Archduke
Ferdinand.
Ramon, peanut butter and beer is the adult Reese's. That's a good one.
Okay.
Do you think this is an interesting one from Jakob? Do you think that like what the paradigm of like what good skating looks like will change in a big way over the next little while? Like, do you think that a player is going to come into the league that everybody's going to try to, mimic?
In terms of skating?
Yeah, in terms of skating.
Yeah, and his name's Kel McCarr.
Yeah. Yeah, but he is like
he's one of the best skaters I've ever seen.
That was a penalty right there.
He's one of the best skaters I've ever seen in my life.
Is he?
Like if not the best. Like he is. Like you talk about edge work.
Yeah.
You talk about changing direction. You talk about walking the line.
Yeah.
Like this guy's skating is like he would be the standard.
Right. Speaking of great skaters, Paul Coffey once screamed at my goalie coach partner.
What do you mean screamed at him?
Screamed at him.
Why?
Because he was coaching a team that he was part of.
Was Paul coaching the Marlies?
I can't remember. But he was coaching a team, and my partner's one of his students was on the team, and there was like a 2-1 loss, and apparently one of the goals was considered not very good. I don't know. It was before I joined up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think of the refs so far in the playoffs? Corey, great question. They're calling the game.
Yeah, I like I said early in this game, everybody wants.
That was a good.
Everybody
chance.
wants the referees to call the penalties until they start calling them.
Yeah,
and then people get upset about it.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm happy that they're calling the games the way they are. Stick penalty is a stick penalty, and it should be in the playoffs as it should be in the regular season.
Yeah,
and. I have no problem. I have no problem with the number of power plays. I have no problem with the calls for the most part that are being made.
Yeah.
I think there's been a fair bit of consistency. They haven't really like called a bunch of ticky-tack stuff and then let everything go, or the other way around.
Yeah.
Like it's been pretty consistent.
Yeah.
And they're calling a lot of cross-checking. They're calling a lot of roughing.
Yeah.
And the restraining fouls, they're not putting up with those. I think there have been 2 or 3 penalty shots already in the playoffs. I know Goudreau had one. Somebody else had one.
I think I agree with you. It doesn't really bother me. I think that the players they've got to learn the new standard.
There's got to be a standard before they learn it.
The standard last year was Shea Weber and Ben Sherratt and Joel Edmondson can murder as many people as they deem fit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The standard this year is not that. And so players are relearning that standard. And I think that, there's going to be a section of the population that's going to be mad no matter what.
Yeah.
Heretic says nobody has as good horizontal movement as Makar. It's mesmerizing.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is a lovely skater.
Yeah, but I heard that his vertical jump sucks.
Yeah, really?
No, I'm just, I don't know, horizontal, vertical. I took a stab at a joke there.
Yeah, well,
you know what? I didn't like it. I'm not going to make any more jokes.
Okay, I'm pleased at that. I'm happy with that. Oh, my bum hurts again. Ah.
Yeah, you got to keep on adjusting on these chairs, eh?
Yeah.
The new chairs are on order. They should be here next week. They're going to be fantastic. They're Herman Miller.
What's that?
It's a very fancy furniture company.
Is it really?
Yeah,
okay.
it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Tanya's got a Herman Miller chair.
Does she?
She does.
And she likes it?
She likes it. We got the chair used, but they're obscenely expensive. Like $2,500 for a new one.
Wow.
Obscene.
Did you buy them?
We got it for
that?
we got it for like $450 used.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy. Shout out Herman Miller chairs. Who likes Herman Miller chairs? No? Okay, never mind. Yeah. This is devolving into a furniture.
Man, I'm just mesmerized by watching them put down the lines and everything.
This was
on
nice.
These commercials.
This was nice for the first year.
Yeah.
That they did this. Okay, here we go. Ken, who's your favorite player? Then Dylan, who's your favorite player?
Of all time?
Oh, that's a great question. Bentley, of all time
or currently?
or currently? I don't know why I'm relaying. I'm sure Bentley can hear you.
Jean Beliveau, Guy Lafleur, all time.
Is that a tie?
Frank Mahovlich.
It should be Frank Mahovlich for you.
It's hard for me to. It's why?
Because you're Ken_Campbell 27.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's part of the reason why I'm 27.
I know that's part of the reason why you're 27.
Yeah. I was just about to say, and I was just about to say the numbers of my bank card because I like these guys, but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. Heretic says McKinnon is also super good at skating. It's funny to watch him get into open space uncontested. Yeah, McKinnon's another guy that he's a good skater, but a goofy-looking skater.
You know who's not a goofy-looking skater is Connor McDavid. He's.
Yeah, Connor McDavid is what skating. It's skating evolved.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite player all time. It's I always feel stupid saying this, but it's just because he was the best when I was getting into the position. It's Jose Theodore. You know, as I was getting into goaltending, he's winning the Hart and Vezina, and it really captured my imagination, and it's just always going to be that.
Okay. Cool.
Love Marty Brodeur as well. My favorite current, he might be done though, but my favorite current is Carey Price. He just he had such a mixing of incredible abilities that is really something.
Here we go.
Oh my goodness!
Wow. From Malkin.
You see, this is what we're seeing Shesterkin do. This is what we're seeing Shesterkin do that he wasn't doing all season. I'll fix that in a second there, Ken. Look at the way that he comes across completely flat.
Yeah, and he's like sliding out of position. Like he did that in the last game. Is that offside?
It might
not
be
offside, Zucker.
But look at how he gives up space.
Yeah,
he's
know.
coming back and into his net as he's in the splits and giving up that space, as opposed to cheating and coming forward.
Yeah,
you know where the player is. Bentley says that their favorite is Kirill Kaprizov.
His favorite player?
Yeah.
Nice. That's a good favorite player to have.
You could do worse. That's for sure. Heretic says, hopefully they don't choke again.
Who's they? Toronto?
Oh, the Avalanche. But this is for sure the most promising the Avs have been since their last cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Patrick Waugh being another one of my favorites, right?
I would agree with
that's
you on that.
that would be the Avs' last cup, right?
Mm-hmm.
That team was a joke. The Avalanche team in like whatever it was, 2002?
No, it's 2001.
2001?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the worst Stanley Cup final I've ever seen in my life.
Was it?
It went 7 games, and every game sucked and was boring.
Huh.
That was New Jersey, Colorado in 2001. Oops. For a while there, I thought we were going to see a reprisal of the 1996 Stanley Cup final, Colorado and Florida, but I'm not convinced that Florida's got it in them.
I think Timothy Merriman agrees with you because he just commented 2001. Please don't remind me.
That was just wow. He must be a New Jersey fan. That was the height of the dead puck era.
Yeah. This is amazing how all 5 Rangers were all there trying to dig out a loose puck in the center of their zone.
Right, and Sidney Crosby beat them all to it.
Right. Like that's just like how do you have a breakout if all 5 fellas are right there?
Okay, there's Fox. Oh boy, that's a bad move.
Oh man. Timothy says, I'm an Avs fan, but that 7-game series was pain.
It was terrible. God, that was terrible.
Corey says, how well do you think Bossy would do with today's conditioning? I mean, like, look at Phil Kessel. You know?
Yeah, Bossy was never, like, out of shape. He had a really bad back. Like, he had a terribly bad back.
I mean, that might have been made better by today's conditioning. We know a heck of a lot more about how to rehab bad backs and stuff like
plus
that. You know,
it started from a knee injury he had when he was a teenager.
Oh man, you guys had your chance. Well, a chance. What do you guys think the most entertaining cup was?
I'm gonna go like just off the top of my head. I'm gonna go 2006 Carolina and Edmonton. That was
a good one. Yeah, that was a
game
good one.
one was one of the best games I've ever seen. Chris Pronger scores on a penalty shot.
Yeah.
No, that was outstanding, and that was the end of the dead puck era, right?
So look at
that
this.
was the first year.
New York's best chance, and it comes from Ryan Reeves.
Yeah,
perfect. Just how you wrote it up in the locker room.
Yeah.
Get Ryan Reeves to the front of the net. He'll do the rest. You know what? We've had a couple of stinkers lately. Montreal, Tampa was a stinker.
Vegas, Washington wasn't very good.
Vegas, Washington wasn't very good. Dallas, Tampa wasn't very good.
It was in a bubble. Like how do you even?
The last good one that I remember is Penguins, San Jose.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that's the last one where I remember thinking like the hockey's really good.
Yeah,
we've had a few stinkers lately, to be honest. A few. This is the way the playoffs end, not with a bang, but a whimper.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I mean, the first round this year excluded. The
Yeah.
first round is always the best. It's always the best.
Sean Butcher agrees with
Time
me.
in sports.
Your newly adopted son, Sean, here agrees with me. Penguins San Jose was epic. And, you know, and it had the good storyline as well with Joe Thornton and the other folks there, Patrick Marleau and Joe Pavelski was there at the time, and Sean Couturier.
No, it wasn't.
Logan Couture. Take the tablets, Tiger. It was a good team that just could never get to that hump, and then they got there, and then they
and that's the thing with San Jose is where I feel so sorry for them. I really do. I really do.
Yeah.
I mean, and to a lesser degree, Nashville, because we're watching a team right now, the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to happen by now, but the day of reckoning is coming.
Right.
These guys are gonna bottom out in a big way.
Yeah.
But they've got 3 Stanley Cups, and they're looking like they might have a good playoff run in them this year.
Yeah.
So you say, okay, well, we knew this was coming, and we've got the hardware to prove it.
Right.
But what does San Jose have other than they had a really good team for a really long time?
Yeah.
And could not get it done.
Exactly. And with the luck that goes into playoff wins, the fact of the matter is that worse teams have won cups.
Yeah.
And that San Jose team in their peak.
Yep.
Hi, Bentley. Welcome back. Bentley's iPad died.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not permanent. Hello, Unknown Ghost 532.
How many shots does New York have right now?
I can tell you that right now. 18-12.
Pittsburgh only has 2 shots this period, and they've scored on one of them? 19-12. Oh, boy.
Okay, well, another shot happened while I was reading it, I guess. Okay. 20!
No, that's a shot attempt.
Okay. Look at you quoting the Corsi. You're so meta.
You're so Facebook.
You're so Facebook. Tristan Jarry has not had Louis Domingue has not had to look like a world-beating goaltender.
No.
Yeah. All Caps fans don't know how to play real hockey because it's all the refs.
No, it's not.
No, it's not, Ken says.
No, it's not. Listen to me. The refs do not hate your team. The refs do not like your team. If they make a bad call, it's because they made a bad call.
John Lucas, sorry to hear that you're out, pal, but take care.
Who's John Luca? Or what? Who's out?
He says he's out.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Rangers, for another heartbreaking postseason. Yeah. It's tough. It's
really
tough.
is. Win
But if it
something.
makes you feel any better, John Lucas, I'm a Habs fan and watch Chris Kreider, and Montreal's playoff runs. So, it's hockey is just pain. Like fandom is just pain.
It really is.
Isn't it? You're going to lose a heck of a lot more than you're going to win. Jejun says in some cases refs make no call. Heretic said, "Hey guys, do you think the Coyotes are moving?" I don't think that they're moving.
No, I don't think they're moving.
I think that Bill Armstrong is a bright fella.
It's way beyond him.
No,
It's way
I
beyond
know,
him.
but he's already got he's got some clarity on the arena deal now, and I mean that's a huge investment, and
like if they haven't moved yet, they're not moving.
Yeah.
Like the NHL has traipsed through the desert for so long, fighting a battle they don't even know why they're fighting anymore.
Yeah.
Half the time to keep this
Why
team
do you
in.
keep on getting me
Why
into-
would you let them go now?
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna be good someday.
Why do you keep on giving me Don Quixote references? To fight the unwinnable fight. To dream the impossible dream. I'm happy yo guys broadcast the Rangers. Thank you. I kind of before the playoffs I had this series circled as what I thought was going to be a good one.
Yeah. There's your mistake.
There's my mistake. A lot of offensive firepower.
This game sucks. It's not a great game.
It's not a great game. I'll give you that.
Not a great game, yeah.
Before you guys take off, I know John
Because I
Lucas
just said this game
and
sucks.
Unknown Ghost are leaving. Before you take off, don't forget to subscribe to Ken's Substack, kencampbell.substack.com. Check us out on Twitter at Ken_Campbell27, at _ Waugh, and of course at Hockey No Filter. And look us up on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, all the fun stuff. Corey, you're a Leafs fan? Well, we feel for you. Actually, Corey, stick around because tomorrow we're doing the Leafs game. Ken and I are doing the Leafs game tomorrow, so that might offer some clarity on the Leafs situation.
I can't wait till puck drop in that game.
Yeah?
Yeah. I have no
John
feel.
Lucas says
I have no feel. I have no feel for how that game's going to go. Zero.
I don't either. John Lucas says, I was excited thinking this is the year like 2014, 15, 16 seasons. Honestly, John Lucas, I wouldn't be too worried.
What, for the Rangers?
For the Rangers.
Yeah, when they made the final.
This is just the beginning of it. You've got Igor Shesterkin, who is a fantastic goalie.
Don't
He's
forget,
my Vezina vote, if I had a Vezina vote.
Yeah, if you were a GM.
If I had a GM.
Okay, so what's the fellow's name? John Lucas.
John Lucas.
This is about 2 years ahead of schedule right now.
This is absolutely 2 years ahead of schedule. Yeah.
I know you're. It sucks right now to watch them do what they're doing, but
Yeah.
you know what I don't think there were a lot of people who even had them making the playoffs this year.
Who was it that said we're not just here for the experience? Who was it that said that? One of the coaches.
I don't know. Oh, well, wasn't it Marty St. Louis said I'm not here to...
No, Daryl Sutter or
play
somebody said
Sutter?
like we're not just here for the experience.
Oh, okay.
Talking about I think it was Daryl Sutter.
Yeah.
But the thing is that the Rangers are actually just here for the experience. Like,
Yeah.
You've got such a young team, like Lafreniere.
Wow, bad giveaway.
Oh my goodness. That was a good save.
Yeah.
That was a great save. John Lucas says, yeah, we lucked out with goalie after goalie. I mean, yeah. Like, who knew? You guys are getting rid of the king and you're getting the prince. I don't know. Is that a good nickname?
but that is like to not have to worry about goaltending is huge for a team.
It is huge. It is. It's absolutely huge. I mean,
I know that goalies are, like they seem to be interchangeable, and they are in a lot of cases. But when
No.
you find one that is going to be elite every year, it's just for 10 years, Boston didn't have to worry about goaltending.
Yeah.
Like what a
How many
a
Leafs,
luxury that is.
How many Leafs series did goaltending sink?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's Steelers Nation says Rangers are deflated at this point, but if you are a Rangers fan, they raised their expectations this year.
They did.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to do the post-mortem when your team gets eliminated from the playoffs, right? Excuse me. But I would, I call this a total win, like if I'm a Rangers fan, to be honest. They're not there yet, but, they, like you said, they're ahead of schedule. Hockey player says 2017, 18, and 19 Vegas Golden Knights had the perfect goalie situation. Now it's all screwed up. Yeah, I'd say that.
Oh, yeah.
That about sums it up right there.
Yep.
Terry Merriman says, I get it, man. You haven't won a championship since, 94? But hey, they're slowly but surely getting better. Honestly, yeah. Okay, next fella, John Swain says it right. Rangers are playing with house money.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go, John. Thank you for that nutshell that you just put it in. Ryan Lindgren, the announcer, said he's as tough as they come.
Yeah.
Good. So was Douglas Murray.
Well, he's your whipping boy. Eh? You really don't like that
No,
guy.
I love Douglas Murray, but yeah, he is my whipping boy. Jack Eichel says, wrong. He says, Logan Thompson is the best goalie, which is why he's on Team Canada.
Okay.
John Lucas says, I love that you guys are more two-sided, not one opinion, no change of minds. You guys see both sides. Good stuff.
Thanks.
Not like Stephen A. Smith. I love that we have many wins this year.
I'll take Stephen A. Smith's bank account over mine.
Can you write the letter that, we're better than Stephen A. Smith and maybe, we go and... Wow.
That's the story of the series right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity there. Oh! Wow, that was a bullet of a shot from Fox there. Holy smokes. Oh, Corey, you must be ahead of us. You just saw the goal. You saw the goal before us. Holy smokes. Who do you guys think takes the Vezina, Shesterkin or Saros? I'm saying Shesterkin.
I'm saying Shesterkin as well.
Okay, we have consensus. It's Shesterkin has the Vezina.
Although I will say to you that oh, wow. That was a beautifully
That was
shot.
an unreal shot. Right down the Royal Road. Well, not quite, actually. Wow. That guy could thread a needle from 35 feet, eh?
That was good. That was really good. That was really good screen by Strome, too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Vezina.
I will say that the Vezina is voted on by general managers.
And what do they know about
Well, no.
goaltending?
Well, sometimes they don't know anything.
Yeah.
But but this is not a writer's one, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, I think the finalists would have been the same.
Jejun says if you take Stephen A. Smith's bank account, you also have to take his hairdo. It's part of the deal. Done deal.
Yeah, I'll take it
Every day of the week.
Yep.
Yeah, every day of the week. No, Corey, don't worry about spoiling it. Don't worry about spoiling it. Do you guys think that Kemper will be back next series? What do you think, Ken?
I don't know the extent of the injury, so I can't say with any degree of certainty whatsoever.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
That's a hard one to comment on.
I honestly have no idea. I should know that probably, but I don't.
Well, because the NHL is so notoriously open about injuries.
Yeah.
Whoa, man! Look at this. I went to a blowout and a hockey game broke out, eh?
There you go.
Yeah, what do you know? They're alive. There's a pulse. What was Dr. Frankenstein's assistant name? Was it Igor?
Igor.
It was Igor.
Yeah.
It is alive, Igor. I will see you in the laboratory. Wow, there's a pulse. Wow!
And
Wow!
Lafreniere. Okay, so John Lucas or whatever.
John Lucas, come back, pal.
Hang your hat on this, pal. Hang your hat on this.
Back, buddy.
Alexis Lafreniere has arrived. He's arrived in this series. He's been better in this series than he was in the regular season.
Yep.
He's been very, very good.
Yeah.
That kid line has been really like that kid line has probably from the beginning of the series to the end of the series been their best line.
Yeah. Wow. John Lucas says, I know. L-O, I'm assuming L. Says, do you think the Leafs can win the series? Up 3-2. Tampa might draw a game 7. Or do you think Tampa might draw a game 7? I think that, Ken, you had predicted 7 games from the onset there.
I didn't.
You didn't? You said 5 or 6.
I said Tampa in 5.
Yeah, that's right.
I said Tampa in 5. So I'm going to stick with my Tampa prediction just because I'm not going to bail on it at this point. But I have no feel for that series. I feel like this Leafs team is different.
Yeah.
But they haven't proved to be different yet. I think last night was an enormous step in their evolution as a group.
The come from behind victory.
Yeah.
Boomanis, how is your first round bracket not doing so well? Who did you pick that you thought was a sure thing?
Florida.
Oh, I'm asking Boomanis.
Oh.
Is on the
Okay.
chat here.
Yeah.
Says my first round bracket has not been doing so well.
Oh, okay.
Who else didn't expect LA to do so well? Yeah, right here. Holy smokes, boys!
Wow.
Holy smokes!
This is why I say momentum is
Wow!
so fleeting.
Wow! We have a game, Ken.
Yeah, we do.
We have a game. Timothy says this game has a pulse. Timothy, you're right.
The Penguins look an awful lot like Tampa Bay did last night.
Wow.
The Rangers have been so much better this
But like
period.
you said, right? You said throw everything at
Domingue.
Domingue. John Lucas, I don't have a lot of control over the scoreboard. It just kind of updates on its own.
Oh, and it's 3-3.
Oh, there you go. It's 3-3. Oh man, back to back goals.
You can't have a shift like that after you've just scored that.
You know
goal.
what they told us? You know what they
cannot have that shift.
No, but you know what they told us? I remember I was at Roger Nielsen's hockey camp as a young netminder.
This one's on Shesterkin, by the way.
Okay, but this is what I'm saying.
Look at him again.
I know. It's brutal. It's absolutely brutal to let it through 5-hole like that. But this is what they told us at Roger Nelson's hockey camp. The first minute after a goal is scored is the most important, crucial minute.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. It could be your team scoring another one or their team scoring another one. But somebody is more likely to score in that minute than anywhere else in the game.
Yeah.
Now, this was before advanced analytics. It was back in caveman days.
I'm surprised Roger Nielsen knew anything about scoring, period. I would have thought he would have been like, okay, everybody, the best hockey game in history is a 0-0 tie with nobody watching.
It wasn't exactly Roger Nielsen that was teaching the goalies. In that the goalies, we all had to get up at like 6 a.m. and go to specialized goalie video.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Corey Vincoon, what are you saying really to? Are you asking really about the goalie training? Holy smokes!
Did something just happen that we haven't seen yet?
I'm just looking at this and I'm going like, it's like they just both, turned around and said, you know what was holding this game back from being fun? Defense. Why should we do that? We're just, who wants that?
Yep.
Corey, you're saying momentum in the works. Yeah, I mean, whose momentum though? 3 goals from both teams.
I am such a non-believer in momentum. I really am. Like if it's so important, why do teams give it up so easily in a game, in a series?
Yeah.
I just don't.
You don't think that a team gets rolling? You don't think that a team can get the crowd into it and just start feeling it and start rolling?
Well, I mean, look at this. What are
Okay.
you doing? You've got the New York Rangers who are on home ice, haven't done anything, score 3 goals, take the lead, and then they give it up 12 seconds later. 12 seconds it took for that goal.
Anna Biscari says, do you guys have any predictions for the series? What are you thinking right now? Is this going to go to 7?
This
or go
series?
to 6 even?
Wow.
I kind of feel like Pittsburgh still puts it away tonight. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be a jerk to our good buddy John Lucas here, but just, this Pittsburgh team, they've got the ability to settle down.
Yeah, I think this is where you see Pittsburgh's been there, done that part of it, right? They've had a lot of guys who have played in a lot of playoff games. Okay, here we are, 2-3-3.
Jack Eichel says, I put my NHL 22 be a pro guy named Jacob Stone in, and he will make the Pens win 9-3. You know what? Do you remember Mark Bergevin said something about the NHL video game?
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he somebody was criticizing a trade that he made, and Mark Bergevin said, I made a trade, on the NHL video game, and then I tried to do it in real life, and the general manager hung up on me.
I like it.
Bergevin had his funny moments,
Bergevin as a player was the funniest guy in the NHL.
Yeah.
He was the best practical joker. He was the lifeblood of the locker room in terms of, being one of those great guys in the room.
Yeah.
He was probably the funniest guy in the NHL at one time.
One thing that was clear is that he was still, or at least wanted to be, or felt like one of the guys with the Montreal Canadiens as well. Corey's typing with a broken thumb.
Man, that's playing hurt.
Beer Sports Whatever podcast says, what a comeback. What a comeback. And then a fall down. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hey, don't forget, check out kencampbell.substack.com. Check us out on Twitter @_Dylan Waugh. You know what? Why don't I throw it in the chats? I'll just put the
Still
old
the end of
beard.
the first? No, it can't be. Okay.
End of the second fun.
No, for the Washington, Florida. Why don't we get it back to that? I think I lost my internet. That's the problem here. Oh, no, I got
I'm
it.
throwing our Twitters up on...
Washington scored again. 3-0.
Check out those Twitter accounts, folks, if...
3-0 Washington right now.
3-0 Washington. Okay, hang on. I'm just going to go and switch over the game so we can watch
Justin
a little
Schultz and
Washington.
TJ Oshie scored 1 minute and 26 seconds apart in the second period.
Holy smokes. Oops. I can't believe this Washington-Florida series. I thought it was going to be such a stinker. All right. So who do you guys think is gonna win this Penguins hockey game now with the crazy momentum shifts that we've seen? Any bold predictions there? Are we perhaps looking at a triple overtime? Boy, I hope not.
Oh God. Yeah, I don't want that either. Have they had it? They haven't had an overtime game. Yeah, they had.
Yeah, they had triple
overtime
overtime.
in the first game. That's right. Yeah.
That's what made me think this series was going to be
yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
Let's not have that. Yeah.
City Life Project says, I think Penn's got it, but still want the Rangers. I'd say that's a fair analysis there, Mr. or Mrs. City Life Projects. We We had Neil on the channel go 5 hours in game 1. Oh, seriously,
wow.
you guys were doing a live stream for game 1. That's not ideal. I enjoyed that game because I got to sit on my couch and slowly watch episodes of Mad Men between periods. Osber Lightning says Pens in 6.
Okay, so
See, Life Project says it's Isha, by the way. Ha ha. That's funny. Yeah, Isha, I saw that you were on live stream now that you mentioned it. Also, Isha, people are asking for you, man. Like, we're not cutting it here, I guess. Heretic says he thinks the Pens can win it without Crosby. Did Crosby get hurt?
I didn't see that.
I didn't see Crosby get hurt, but I'm trying to pay attention to the adoring chat that's taking place here.
Sidney Crosby went to the locker room. No sign of him in the tunnel during that TV timeout. Not sure what happened.
Wow.
Okay.
So Crosby
He didn't play
down.
He didn't play the final 7 minutes of the second period.
There's no
and
way.
He wasn't on the bench when all those goals were scored. So
Timothy Merriman says he went off ice at start of second, hasn't been back. Ken just looked it up. He said it's 7 minutes. Last 7 minutes of the second period is when Crosby went off.
That's huge. That's huge because
he's the best player by.
Well, and he's been the one Penguins player that they have had no answer for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the Rangers have had no response for him. No response whatsoever. Him and Jake Gensel.
Yeah. Jakob's asking, do you watch the World Championship like Neil?
I watch it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't watch it super closely anymore, but I do watch it.
I watch it too. I like it. Hi, Andrew. How are you, pal? We are doing quite well. I don't know. I'm doing well. How are you doing, Ken?
Any better than I'd want to be twins.
That's just your line, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
My wife hates it. She hates it.
Why does she hate it so much?
Because she's heard me say it about 1,000 times.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. My dad had a few of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite, though, is whenever my mom said, would say, like, oh, Ron, I'm trying. He'd say, yeah, you are trying.
Nice.
Yeah. Poop Criminal says Penguins got this. I'm not so sure, Mr. Criminal. Or do you just prefer your informer poop?
Poopy pants.
Fair, Ken. We all have them.
Have what?
I guess lines that you use way too much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife hates
Yeah,
that.
Ish, try doing a podcast with this guy.
Yeah.
Heretic says Malkin's been tearing it up. They still have a good shot at this game. I'd say that they still have a good shot at this game, but I wouldn't say that Malkin's been tearing it up, would you?
I wouldn't.
No.
I wouldn't. He's been a force.
He's been good.
He's been a force. He's been good.
Yeah.
That second line has been very, very effective, but I don't know if he's been driving the bus. You know what I mean?
No, I wouldn't say that as well. Jakob says here the Hockey World Championship is like the most important thing unless there's hockey on the Olympics.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Czech. Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah. And it's a good tournament. Like I definitely kick in. And it's funny, Jakob, because one of my dreams is to go to a Hockey World Championship.
I went once.
Like, just because it just seems like, depending on what country it's in, you just kind of enjoy the country and then go to hockey games.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like, it's cool.
I've been to 1,000 World Juniors, and it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I only went to the World Championship once when it was in Quebec City.
Right.
In 2008.
Yeah.
2007, 2008.
Yeah, but they've had the world championship in like Switzerland.
Yeah, boy, that'd be tough. That'd be tough, eh?
I love Switzerland.
Yeah.
I love Switzerland. I lived in Switzerland for a little while.
Did you really?
I did, yeah. In Neuchâtel.
What were you doing there?
I don't know.
Like as a kid or as an
Yeah,
adult?
as a kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as a kid. Jakob says I've been there in 2015. Had it for free. LOL. Yeah, well, lucky
Where was
you.
it in 2015?
Where was it in 2015, Jakob? I'm guessing.
Pardubice? I have been to Pardubice.
Corey says, how do you feel about the lottery? The turnout of the lottery?
I think this year there was less buzz around the lottery because there's just not that big star power in the draft.
Jakob says in Praha or Prague. Yeah,
Prague, yeah. One of the great all-time great cities.
Yeah, quick shout out for Bumanis, who's one of our exclusive members at the Hockey Podcast Network.
Okay.
So
Bumanis.
Yeah, he's on the chat. We've actually got a decent little turnout. 73 folks watching us right now.
Right now?
Yeah. Don't get stage fright though, Ken.
Yeah. Okay, I won't.
Don't freeze up.
73.
Don't freeze
Is
up.
that a lot? Is that a lot, or is that just like?
Well, it's 69 now because you screwed up.
Nice. There we go.
Wow.
There we go.
Thoughts on Barry Trotz being fired? We actually covered that on our podcast, Hockey Unfiltered. The podcast.
I love Carter Verhaeghe, but if he's the only one that's scoring, you're in trouble. He's leading them with 4 goals now.
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing, right? Is that people that cover the sport like us seem to always be looking for some hot take, like, oh, it's really going to come down to, and they always say some fourth line or something like this. And it's like, no, it's not. It's going to come down to the guys that are paid like it.
Yeah.
Need to play like the guys that are paid like it.
Like they did last night
You know?
for the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
The same thing.
Yeah, so we covered Barry Trotz on the podcast that we just recorded today. It should be already out, and you can check it out on the Hockey Podcast Network, or you can just listen to the clip
like
on.
I said with Barry Trotz, it's so hard to play that kind of hockey. Like it's not fun. It's not fun, and as long as you're winning, it's okay. And they were winning the last couple of years. This year they didn't win, and they were. They were pretty dismal. I mean, and I would say COVID has had almost like 75% to do with that.
Yeah.
But it's, if you're winning, it's okay. But if you're not, it's a really difficult. Yeah, that's bad refereeing there.
Oh!
That was a penalty.
Yeah. Two interference calls right there. Yeah, thanks, Ish. Bumana says over 70 people in the chat. Be sure to like and subscribe, people. Hey, you know what? I couldn't agree with you more. I dropped our Twitter handles in the chat earlier as well, just in case you wanna check us out there. We mostly just stick to very mild, mediocre takes on Twitter, wouldn't you say, Ken?
I would say so.
Yeah, we never really troll people or anything like that.
Nope.
No. We yeah.
How is that not a penalty
Pretty boring.
in this year's playoffs? How is that not a penalty? He reaches in,
Yeah.
gets the stick right in there.
Yeah.
Like, how is that not a penalty?
Yeah. I agree with you. Yeah, Ish at City Life Projects says Islanders also started on the road for a boatload of games.
Yeah.
Just like what you're saying.
And at the end of the year, they played 50 games in 50 games in 99 days.
So more than a
game every other day.
Yeah.
More than a game every other day. Yeah.
Amber says, let's go Penguins. Andrew says, let's go Rangers. I say that you two fight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Drop them.
Let's
go.
Yeah.
Yep. This is it.
Hunter Alport says, hey, just a question. Is Crosby injured? I had a friend tell me. Yes, it looks like Crosby is...
He missed the last... Orlov just drilled somebody.
Hey, thanks, City Life Projects. We just got $2. They can tip us on the stream.
They can?
Yeah.
Oh, tips are definitely accepted.
Tips are accepted. Yeah.
Tip your server.
Yeah. Timothy is saying that seems Crosby failed concussion protocol, so he's out. He took a blow to the head. Oh, that's really, really rough. That's
awful.
really rough.
That's awful.
For the guy that's had concussion issues and all the rest of it's derailed his whole career. That's really, really rough. And the thing is, Ken, I haven't liked every iteration of Sidney Crosby. I like this one.
Why haven't you liked every iteration of Sidney Crosby?
He pissed me off. He pissed me off in the.
Okay, so it's Jacob Trouba hit.
Yeah.
It looks like a Jacob Trouba hit.
Bumanis says, my first time watching you both. Well, it's our first time doing this, so, it's not your fault.
Clean hit.
But from the sarcasm I sense, I am guessing you both like trolling. Why, I never.
Yeah. I don't think there was anything wrong with that hit at all. He doesn't get him in the head.
No.
He doesn't. If that is indeed the hit.
I didn't like the series that Crosby was in with the Philadelphia Flyers those years ago. I felt like he was being everything that his critics said he was.
Can you go off on the glass bangers, please? Somebody said. Oh, Jeff Mackey, who I used to work with. That's hilarious. Yes, I can go off on the glass bangers, Jeff. In my opinion, there is a special place in hell reserved for all those people, and that's where they're going to end up.
You see, I have no issue with people banging the glass.
I do.
But let me tell you. In that Washington game, did you see when the glass fell on the timekeeper?
No.
What a pain.
Yeah.
Huh? What a pain. Huh? What a pain.
Yeah.
What a pain.
Yeah, I heard you.
Boy.
Wow.
It's mostly dad jokes for me, Bumanis, in case you hadn't picked up on that. Corey's saying, ha, 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 ha. I texted that to a friend of mine. I was like, this is bad. But anyways, yeah, we are new. And
what's YouTube promoter? What's that? That follows me now. I don't know what that means.
I have no idea. What are you doing here?
Well, I'm just looking at stuff.
Heretic says you guys are too funny.
That's
specifically which one, Heretic?
Is he offside?
Okay, here's the question. With Crosby out, you guys think they have enough firepower to still shut this game out?
Yes.
Can you say yes?
Yeah, I say they have enough. Yeah.
I would say that they have enough firepower, but I'd say that at a 0-0 game with Crosby out, that's way offside.
That is so
I'd say at a
offside.
0-0 game with Crosby out, I'd say that I give the Rangers an edge. I give the Rangers an edge now. Timothy, you're welcome. Oh no, it's Timothy. You're not the the Rangers fan. Who is it? That's John Lucas or something.
Lucas,
yeah. Oh, Corey, don't do that. Don't say that.
What did he say?
Says it's too damp in here. My syphilis is acting up.
Oh my God.
Bumanis is saying, ha, my favorite kind, and I'm not even a dad. I'm guessing you're talking about the dad jokes because, yeah.
Okay, so somebody said, Pittsburgh
I've been doing them
Hockey
since
Now.
Before I was a dad.
Pittsburgh Hockey Now is saying after a questionable hit by Trouba.
Well, obviously they're going to say questionable.
Yeah.
Jakob is saying how exactly the concussion protocols work in the NHL. I know that there are a series of cognizant tests. Basically, they take you to
you do a baseline test.
Yeah,
you do a baseline test. Yeah.
But they take you to a quiet room and they test reaction times in various ways. But they don't have standard in the NHL a what's that machine called with all the lights? There's a machine. I'm sorry, Andrew, I didn't get your comment. There's a machine with all the lights, and it's very accurate for testing your reflexes and stuff like that, and a lot more accurate than the baseline test that they do right now.
Oh, this is making me a little bit sick.
But it's like a $20,000 machine, and it's not being standardized in the NHL,
Okay,
which
so YouTube,
they have the money.
We'll go on to YouTube here. He's Sidney Crosby injury. Let's see that. I want to see the.
Andrew, drop your comments again, pal. I didn't see it.
Ooh, okay, it's high. It's a high hit.
We're just we're gonna weigh in on this Crosby injury here.
Okay, I don't care what this guy with the two.
Just go back. Jakob's saying concussion's a very interesting injury, by the way. Thanks for the answer. I mean, the thing that's most important to say about concussions is that head trauma that doesn't result in concussions.
It doesn't look like the head's the principal point of contact here. It doesn't look that way. I don't have a great angle and I don't have a great video, but it does not look as
No,
though,
but there's definitely head contact, though.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't matter if.
Yeah,
if,
no,
if
I
the
know
head's
it
not the
doesn't. It doesn't matter.
If the head's not the principal point of contact, then
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if there's head contact.
Anyways, what I was going to say, Jakob, is head trauma of any kind is detrimental in terms of for long-term issues. Corey's asking how many concussions has he had. My gosh, yeah. I mean, it's been a lot. It's not good. It's not good. They need to change the wording on these rules for the head contact. I don't like it personally, but
What you think? Any blow to the head should be?
yeah, I think that head contact should be dealt with, and so it doesn't. It still won't get rid of it.
Okay,
completely.
here we go.
Oh! Who's that?
Is that Hornquist? That's Patrick Hornquist.
Fun fact: Truba in Czech means oven or fool.
Which one?
Truba.
Yeah, I know.
The
but
word
which,
tru-
like it means
Well, I'm guessing
oven
it's
or
interchangeable.
fool? Okay.
I'm guessing it's interchangeable, right, Jakob? That's what you're saying? Is that, Fun fact, Tedja in Swahili, but only in Tanzania, is like calling somebody a bum, but it actually translates to cricket.
Okay.
So you can say, Wewe Tedja too, and it's saying you're a cricket.
Sydney's had at least 5 in as far as I can tell. Crosby's had at least 5 concussions.
Okay. Let's, should we switch over to the other game? Okay. I'll be right back. Ken, entertain.
Oh yeah, we're like a minute and something into the third period here already.
No.
Yeah. There's 18-12 left. We're a minute and 48 into the third period.
Sorry, guys. Wow. Jakob says it means both, but you can call someone Truba. Usually don't mean to call them an oven.
Okay, fool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So context has something to do with it. What percentage did you put for who's going to win, Ken, at this point with Crosby out?
I'd say it's a 50-50 game right now. No, seriously, it is.
Easy there with those milquetoast predictions,
really
eh? Yeah.
No, it's.
I give edge to New York, to be honest.
Do you?
Yeah, I give the edge to New York. Oh, it's this thing is not updating very well. Ah, well. Yeah, we got a great community here, to be honest. It's been fun. Andrew saying, Ken, read my comments.
What's your comment? Where did you leave
Andrew,
it?
we haven't seen the comments.
Scores! Filipino.
Wow. Wow. Andrew, you're gonna have to relieve the comment.
Did
Ken
he leave
doesn't
it on
have
Twitter? Did he put it on Twitter?
Andrew, did you put it on Twitter? You just put it in. 3-2 Panthers scored is the last thing you said. I love Pens and Crosby. I adore him very much, and it's my birth year. Is 87 your birth year?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Ish. Yeah, we are trying to get to them all. We're doing our best here. We also, want to watch and comment on the game as well, right? Like that's part of this whole thing.
Let's not get into an argument with Isha.
That's our boss.
Yeah, I know. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Oh! What did I tell you? I said it's Windmill Wednesday. It's Windmill Wednesday. Did everybody see that Louis Domingue save? Windmill Wednesday, baby. By the way, he was so far out of position. Mike Richter, you Booman is just saying I think Ken read my comment was his comment. I'm confused by the comments thing. I'm sorry. I'm doing my best here. Mike Richter said people go crazy when they see a goalie make a great save, but oftentimes it's that the goalie was out of position in the first place. That's a Mike Richter quote.
Yeah, spectacular saves. Like Ed Belfour never made a spectacular save in his career. He never made one.
Yeah.
Because all he did was just block the puck and stand there and be in perfect position all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. It's about time.
Unreal. Boomanis is saying that all Andrew wanted was for you to say, Ken, read my comment. So say, Ken, read my comment.
Ken, read my comment.
Bingo.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
Hopefully Crosby healthy. I want him either win or lose, play on the World Championship. Losing and not going on World Championship would be the worst thing ever. I don't think that he's going on the World Championship.
They've already named the team, first of all.
Yeah.
They've named the team. And secondly, if they win the series, there would be no way he would ever be going to the World Championship.
Can pineapple on pizza?
What?
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yep, absolutely.
I'm a yes, too.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's my favorite kind of pizza.
Really? Hawaiian?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm big on that.
Do you think Crosby plays next game?
Oh, God. How the hell am I supposed to know that?
I won't answer that, but what I will say is that the initial concussion test is not conclusive.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say.
Right. And they won't say concussion; they'll say upper body injury. They won't. They seriously
do
will
you
not.
remember? Do you remember when Michel Therrien got up to the podium in the playoffs and said he has a body injury? Do you remember that?
A body injury.
Oh boy, that was the best coach's quote of all time. That was the best coach's quote of all time. He has a body injury. That was like a bet. Timothy Merriman saying that was a save of the year right there. 4v1 and out of position. My heart. Are you talking about that?
The Domingue save?
Are you talking about the Domingue save there, Timothy?
Okay, so they've got Malkin playing on the top line. Obviously they're double shifting him.
Yeah, double shifting Malka. Yeah, Timothy's saying yes. He was talking about the Domingue save. Yeah, he was out of position, but you don't want to do that too much. How about I put it that way? Big tempting of fate. But Shesterkin is really teaching us all how to be out of position tonight. Is what he's doing.
It's weird. He's usually not that active, is he? Like
he's pretty active,
net, yeah?
but he's slick too. Like he's a lot more active than Carey Price ever was. Igor, they're chanting. I would say like he's pretty athletic. Like he kind of looks a lot like a Vasilevsky, if truth be told. Andrew says, Dylan and Ken, what are your teams? I don't think that Ken has a team.
I don't. When I was growing up, it was clearly the Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say Montreal
Whoever
Canadiens for me, I write for HabsEyesOnThePrize.com as well.
Whoever gives me the best angle.
Whoever gives Ken the best angle.
Yeah. I've got to see I've got to see that Trouba hit
Whoa.
on more angles, and it doesn't, at first blush, seeing it on a crappy angle and lousy reproduction, it doesn't look like a suspendable hit to me, but
I don't think that it'll be suspendable. We've only seen 2 suspensions now in the playoffs. Kyle Clifford and the one that just happened was who's it called? It was just a suspension. It was announced today.
it was?
Yeah. There you go, Shesterkin. There you go. So don't forget, kencampbell.substack.com for all of your hockey reading, whatever you want.
Your hockey reading, whatever.
Oh
yeah, Darnell Nurse.
Darnell Nurse, right? He got suspended today.
Yeah,
that's right.
and that doesn't surprise me. That was pretty clear cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tommy Fry just came in with Nurse. Yeah. So thank you. We just missed it. Anyways, yeah, I would say there's probably not a suspension, considering that the only 2 suspensions we've seen have been very clear, right? Mm-hmm. But yes, if you want to read on hockey, kencampbell.substack.com. Check us out on Twitter. Check us out on YouTube. Check us Hockey Unfiltered. We're going to be doing this again tomorrow, folks. So, stick around. We're going to be doing the Leafs game tomorrow. Heretic says, I'm from the future. Kadri got suspended against the Blues again.
You went ahead in the time continuum? Oh, my God.
You know that you've created a new timeline just by coming back and telling us that, Heretic? It's no longer a sure thing.
Still trying to get a good...
Bumana says, I know you say whoever comes out of that series will beat the Avs, but I'm hoping to face St. Louis over Minnesota. Who do you think comes out of St. Louis, Minnesota, and how do you think they do against the Avalanche?
Oh, I think they lose.
You think that the Avalanche just is going to wrecking ball through the West?
I don't know if they're going to wrecking ball, but they're the superior team in their division, in their conference. There are very few, if any, weaknesses whatsoever.
Yeah. I'd say, I'm not as convinced with the Avalanche just because the Western Conference is just so much weaker than the East.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What they did in the West, I just don't find all that impressive.
I do. I think, yeah.
Jakob is saying the Avs are so fun to watch. I mean, you're not wrong about that.
Yeah.
No argument for me here, Jakob, but I just...
Okay, let's see what Twitter has to say about this Crosby hit. Point of impact.
Oh, good. Twitter, the arbitrator. Oh, look, 2-on-1. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Whiff. What a whiff. Andrew says, we're from Montreal, only for my parents, and we're French Canadians, and my background is Ukrainian. Well, Andrew, comment ça va? Ça va bien?
Oh, here's one where the point of impact looks like the head. So this is going to be a tough one.
Andrew, just for you, next goal that happens, I'll scream, "Et la but!" No?
It's le but.
That's what I said.
Oh, you said la but.
Did I say la?
It
I
sounded
do get
like
my
it.
feminine and masculine mixed up all the time in French. Wow.
Big point blank save.
Big point blank save. Salut, Andrew, says City Life Projects. City Life Projects says Calgary is the best team in the West, in my opinion. How do you feel about that?
I disagree.
Yeah,
They're
I mean, the fact that they're
good.
slugging it out still,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't score the way the Avalanche can.
Chief says, let's go Preds. 2027 is your year, Chief. Chief 2200. What was Strowman sensed about? It's a good question. I didn't see it. Did you?
No. Too busy answering questions.
Goalie bucket was taken to the bench.
Ah.
Yeah, City Life, you're not wrong. The roster is beautifully balanced, and Dallas is playing well. Like, I'm not trying to take away from Dallas, but I'm just saying that there's still a team that you gotta, you put them down if you're the best in the West, and not the least in the East. Remember that Yosemite Sam joke? He'd always say, "I'm the fastest gun north, south,
So
east,
he's
west
west,
of this."
west of the Pecos.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what he'd say.
yeah. Oh, nice move. Nice pinch.
Good gap, yeah.
Yeah.
Really good gap.
Yeah. I love when forecheckers completely take players off guard like that. You see guys like Bergeron do it. You see Suzuki do it. O'Reilly does it a lot.
I do it in beer league all the time.
You do it in beer league.
I do.
Yeah,
Wow.
Ken, it's called being offside when you do it in beer league. Saros is legit. Don't sleep on a Preds rebuild. I agree with you. Saros is legit. Taking it for the 5'10" goalies here, buddy. Saros is legit, but yeah, I mean, but he was the reason why the Preds, his injury was why I really did not give the Preds much chance to win the series. With him, it would have been something, but yeah. He's a good goalie. Saros.
He is very good. Yeah, yeah.
He's my second favorite for Vezina.
So you're going Shesterkin,
I would go
Saros,
Shesterkin,
Markstrom?
Saros, Markstrom.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would have Markstrom as my third on that list, if truth be told.
Who would you have?
Trying to think. Samuel Montembeault. No, sorry, I'm just teasing.
Sorokin. Who would you have instead of Thatcher Demko? No.
Maybe Thatcher Demko.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Jan Fieldler says, sorry, Jan. Today, I friendly yelled at the guy all in Penguins dressed up at Lower East Side. Get out of here. This is Rangers town.
Nice.
Nice.
Good.
I
That's
love
what they
it.
expect. That's what they expect.
But you know what? Like a little friendly.
No,
Whatever.
yeah.
You know what I did last year? During the Leafs Habs series? I called a friend of mine and I said, go out of do you mind putting on your Leafs jersey and standing outside of your house? And he said, yeah. And I said, don't worry, you're just doing me a favor. And he got out of his house and I rode past on my motorcycle in my Habs jersey, videoing him and just going, boo! And then I just rode away and around the corner and left. The video's on Twitter too. I just posted him standing outside like a schmuck. Timothy Merriman said he's a good goalie, but the Avs are built to win this year. They may not shut them out, but I still would have predicted the Avs to win regardless. Yeah, I would have predicted the Avs to win regardless, but it definitely, without Saros, it was definitely looking like a sweep, to be honest.
Yeah.
Appalachian.
No, but I mean, Connor Ingram was actually pretty good.
Connor Ingram
He was really
had
good.
himself a series, yeah. I agree with you.
Connor Ingram, who went from prospect to suspect, now back to prospect. He actually had a really good series.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the thing is that none of the goals that he let in.
The Nashville Predators didn't compete or didn't come close in that series because guys like Ryan Johansson and Philip Forsberg just didn't produce. I thought
much
Duchesne,
like what's happening
I thought
here with
Duchesne
their
played
big
really
guns.
hard. I thought Duchesne played really hard, and I thought
Yeah.
he was really productive.
Yeah.
But even, offensively, they were just so...
Wow. Domingue, stand up, bud. It works better that way. I'd say that, like, none of the goals that I watched Ingram let in did I think, you can't let that one in.
Right.
That was good defense
Right.
by the Penguins. That was an excellent
Yeah.
clear by the Penguins right there. That's an excellent clear by the Penguins. Oh, Isha's saying Markey for Vez. Let's go. I don't think so, man. Calgary, the way that Calgary's built and the way that Daryl Sutter coaches, it makes life pretty easy on those goalies. It really does. Not to take anything away from Markstrom, like, oh, I thought that was bouncing in for sure. Holy smokes, eh? This is like
Oh, it's a power play, so you'd
no,
expect
but
it.
there's power plays and there's power plays. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Not all power plays are created equal. This so your power play's at 10. You're rocking out with your power play at 10. Where do you go from there? Well, this power play's
11.
One higher.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out Spinal Tap fans. So do you think that the Penguins get some momentum off of that penalty kill?
I'm not sure.
They bent, not broke. I almost said braked, just to annoy you. Timothy says, glad I found a place to talk some hockey. I live in a state with zero pro hockey, and I'm not about to root for the Hurricanes. So,
What, does he live in South
do you live
Carolina?
in South Carolina?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying, Timothy?
I think there's pro hockey in South Carolina.
There's Southern Professional Hockey League, I think, is there.
I don't know. I mean, Charleston's got to have some kind of team, don't they? Pro team? I mean, maybe not.
You see, that by Shesterkin was interesting because, again, he didn't face the shot. He pushed into his post and then pushed back out to the shot, meaning that he's having trouble finding his net. So the fact that he needed his post to orient himself.
Okay.
It's bizarre. Like, this is just what you didn't really see. Andrew says, I'm rooting for the Canes. Good show. Beer Sports Whatever podcast says, good show. I subscribe. New guys. Yeah, we are new. We're our new guys, sort of, to this.
We're neophytes, if you will.
Neophytes.
If you will.
Yes, I will. Oh, Timothy does say South Carolina. Yeah. So there you go. South Carolina.
So look at those Panthers, eh?
West Virginia? No, it's not. It's not West Virginia. In the deep rolling hills of old Virginia. No? You're not as much of a bluegrass fan as I am, I see.
I'm not at all a bluegrass fan.
What's wrong with bluegrass?
Well, as Bob Newhart said about country music, he said, some people like country music, and I'm not about to denigrate them. And for those of you who listen to country music, denigrate means speak badly of you.
So Bob Newhart is tied for my favorite stand-up comedian of all time.
He's good.
Him and Emo Phillips are tied for my favorite stand-up comedians of all time. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. So I guess with the quick lull, don't forget, kencampbell.substack.com. Subscribe to the Hockey Podcast Network. We're going to be doing tomorrow's live stream for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Check us out on Twitter at _Dylan Waugh. That's Dylan spelled like Bob Dylan and Waugh spelled like Evelyn Waugh, not Patrick Waugh. That's right. Andrew says he's a fan of country. Hey, I love that line from the Blues Brothers. Said, what kind of music do you normally get here? Oh, both kinds, country and Western. And then they just sang Rawhide like 12 times over. That was a great movie. And, of course, check out our podcast, Hockey Unfiltered, and Ken's Substack, as I think I just mentioned. Yeah, Andrew, what's your favorite country artist? Is it new country or old country are you talking about? Because, I should warn you, I only like old country, but Waylon Jennings is the most overrated singer of all time. Bumanis says, I picked the Rangers in this series, so I would not be upset if they win. But even if they win tonight, I don't see them coming back to take the series. Ken, you picked the Rangers, I think.
I did.
I picked Penguins, so
the Rangers were pretty dominant over the Penguins in the regular season.
Pretty good. Yeah. I don't think they got a chance if they can. I think they got a chance if they can catch momentum. Destinator says. I mean, yeah, like I believe in momentum. Ken obviously, completely belittled my beliefs.
I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not a big believer in it.
Yeah.
Because to me, it gets lost and gained too easily, in my opinion.
Destinator saying Pens are a different team in the playoffs. You can say that one again. Well, actually, they had a good year, though.
They had a great year.
They had a good year.
They were fantastic this year.
Yeah. What will always shock me about Shesterkin is how wide his butterfly flare is, and then he can still get up both legs at a time. That ability to access strength.
That's core strength. That's big time core strength, right?
It's hip and groin strength.
Yeah, well, which
Maria
is core
Melton calls
strength.
No, core is like your obliques and anyway, all right.
Yeah.
EGC says, I'm a Pens fan. I've never been to a hockey game. I hope to go to a playoff game this year.
I hope you do too.
I
Because
hope
you
you do
will love
too.
it.
Yeah.
You will love it. It will be the time of your life.
Heretic says, I think people would like country music more if they listen to old country and southern rock. Yeah, I like the old country. You like old country music too. You were showing me some. Whoa!
Nice. I like old country.
Yeah, you were showing me some Johnny Cash the other day.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The trees along the will. Bumanis says that he agrees with you on the momentum discussion.
I've seen it just get taken away and that way too many times.
Yeah.
I don't believe that it exists.
I guess you think about it like I think about that, mark down that save. I saw you tweeted that yesterday.
Yeah.
And it was that save.
Yeah, and it was huge.
It drives me crazy when people are like, remember that save? It's like, okay.
Yeah. It was a great save.
That created momentum, is that what you're saying?
No, but it kept the game from getting to 3-1. It was 2-1 at that point.
Timothy's saying the thing about momentum is that it seems to be lost so easily. That is correct.
Yeah.
Putin 3434. Salut. If Le Pens win the game, do they win the series?
Yeah.
Mais oui?
Yes. Yep. That much we know.
Mais oui. Did you like that I said Putin, not Poutine?
I loved it.
Yeah. Well, I was asking Putin actually.
Okay.
I'm less concerned about your thoughts on the subject.
Okay.
Yeah. Rap is better than country music. Disagree.
I agree. I do. I absolutely agree.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Disagree. I mean, like, what I love about the Grateful Dead is that they're kind of a country music described as a psychedelic band, disguised as, I don't know. They've got jazz roots. They got a lot of stuff, but kind of at their heart, they're sort of country. And I've always liked that about the Dead. Any Deadheads out there? Probably zero.
Probably.
Destinator, I'm on Log Island. Big Rangers fan here. Well, you're in enemy territory there, pal.
Wow,
Although,
No, there's tons of Rangers fans.
I'm sure,
on
but
Long Island.
there's tons of Montreal fans in Toronto, but it doesn't stop me from getting beat up all the time.
I got news for you. It's not because you're a Montreal fan.
Are you saying that it's a fundamental flaw in my personality?
Yeah, sort of.
Wowzer. Yeah, folks, if you're looking for a podcast to listen to tomorrow, Norm Gregory gets it. Dancing Bears. Yeah. If you're looking for a podcast to listen to, Ken and I just recorded our podcast today, and I think it was a good episode. I listened to it. It's pretty upbeat.
Does this thing that we're doing, does it stay on there forever, or is it just a live thing that it's done and then it never is to be seen again?
No, it's there forever. People can people can listen to this
boy.
incredible banter as long as they like in perpetuity. Oh, nice save.
We got a game here, boys.
Yeah, we got a real game here.
We have got a game here.
Bumanis, what are you saying nice to Ken about? We get the comments a couple of seconds late. Oh! Wow! Putin says, how is the goaltending so far?
Tonight?
Brutal with flashes of brilliance. It reminds me of goaltending in the 90s. It's just like you don't know what you're going to get from save to save. You really don't know what you're going to get from save to save. Oh. How did Shesterkin wind up all the way out there? Like, this is just not...
Yeah,
he's a different guy.
Yeah, he's really, really...
Yeah.
Like, moving around a lot. And
yeah. He's a completely different guy. Oh, that obviously caught Domingue by surprise, eh? He did not expect to be making the save there. This is a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Malkin getting a lot of rest, man. Need him on the ice. Is he getting a lot of rest right now? He's not out a lot? Timothy Merriman says that.
Well...
You got a shift report there?
Yeah, I mean, he's only played 16:46.
That's not a lot. There's only 4 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, and there's only one forward who's played more, and that's Gensel.
Bumanis says that he liked your joke about me getting beat up for other reasons than being a Habs fan.
Oh, I see. Okay,
yeah.
Good.
Yeah, you like when Ken lands a cheap shot on me, eh? You like it at my expense?
Should listen to the podcast.
You should listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that. I get my digs in there once in a while. You know, where I can. Don't forget, if you want Ken's unique brand of humor, as I've heard it being called before, kencampbell.substack.com. And that's where you get his writing. And Andrew says, I like you both. You are so good.
Really? Wow.
Andrew, you have a very low bar here.
Yes. Yeah. I just feel like I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like a bit of an imposter.
Yeah, well, there is the imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we watched a game in a locker room.
Right.
We should do that, eh? That'd be hilarious. Just bring the projector to a locker room one day.
Oh, yeah, like at where? Like Chesswood Arena?
Yeah, just go to Chesswood, do a beer league skate, and then, throw up the projector in the locker room and watch the game with everybody.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, we're going to do all kinds of stuff. We're going to watch a game on a boat. We're going to...
We are?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
If I get my boat fixed. Gensel Hattie to send this to bonus hockey. Book it. Oh, hot take. Hot take from Bennett Kiefer.
There's your Malkin sighting. He's out there now playing with Gensel and Rust.
Wow. Wow, that was a good defensive play on Kreider. He's a tough guy to contain like that. He's a tough guy to contain like that. That was good defensive.
Yeah, he does go to the net.
Yeah, well aware. John Lucas says, 3 goals in 2 minutes after I spoke up. I'm out earlier. Haha. Remember the Rangers fan? He said he was out, and then as soon as he said he was out, they get 3 goals in 4 minutes.
And he was the one that was like, this is it. Sorry.
Yeah.
And he was like, thanks for another disappointing playoff round and everything.
John Lucas, you got to say that you're out again. You got to say, screw you guys. I'm going home.
Yeah, because this might be bad karma because you might be the cause of Pittsburgh getting the tying goal here.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Better to just do nothing. John Lucas says, I ate my words. Timothy says, I wasn't sure about this game. It turned into a good one. Yeah. No kidding. We were sitting here going, this is the one that we chose to do our first live stream with. All right.
It didn't look good for a while.
Good stuff.
Oh. That looked offside on the entry to me. But everything looks offside to me. And it rarely is.
I've got one of those offside projectors. You know what, though? I got to say, credit to the linesmen. They get more right than they get wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's really impressive.
Yeah.
The amount of times that I've watched a replay twice and said it's offside, and then it turns out that the linesman got the right call. Oh, we got 95 folks in the chat here.
Wow.
Malkin has been getting a lot of assists. They have a good shot with him and Gensel out there. I mean, yeah.
That's. I mean,
I would take
you
that.
you just have to feel that it's like not gonna be Brock McGinn or someone like that. You feel like it's gonna be Malkin to Rust or Malkin to Gensel or Gensel to Rust or Rust to Gensel. Like it just doesn't feel like, Sammy Kapanen's gonna be the guy.
Timothy's got some money riding on this game here.
All right, Timothy.
Yeah. Like what I'll say about that is you certainly have a heck of a lot better chance with Malkin out there than not. There's no two ways about that. And his buddy's in the room, right? His buddy's in the quiet room. You got to think that means something to him. Folks, I'm throwing up our Twitters here for Ken,
I said
myself.
Sammy Kapanen just a minute ago, and it's Kasperi Kapanen.
It's Kasperi, yeah.
I called him his father.
You've done that once or twice.
Yeah, I do that stuff all the time.
Folks, I'm throwing
Okay,
up
126.
Throwing up our Twitters here. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. Whatever you do on Twitter. Follow. That's the one. Why is there a different terminology for every different social media platform?
I don't know. I don't know anything about social media. Like I said
don't
today,
forget to subscribe to the podcast.
we could have just stopped at CDs. I've always said that.
You did say that.
I think we were okay there.
Jeez.
We were okay there.
I didn't realize that Gensel was that solid.
He's super solid.
Wow.
He's really solid. Yeah. And he brings it in the playoffs. Like he just brings it.
He does. Honestly, I mean, the thing that got me scared is I really thought that Rickard Rakell was going to be,
Yeah.
an important piece here. Timothy, you're saying I don't mind taking a hundo off him. We are friends, but not that close. Haha. Yeah.
Somebody got $100 bet on this game?
Somebody's got a $100 bet on this game.
Wow.
Andrew saying, why do you have media in the first place, Dylan? Yeah, I don't know. I said I'm a moron. Fine, I admitted it. It only took 3 hours of being live before I admitted it. Empty net. Here it goes. Disregard my comment. Holy smokes. Let's go Pens. Banks says let's go Pens. You know what I'm cheering for?
Not overtime.
I was going to say regulation. No, I mean this is a good they're throwing haymakers in this one. I'll tell you on that bet. I had a bet with a friend on the Habs Leafs series last year for a couple of very fine products manufactured in Cuba.
Okay.
Right? And I was out shopping after Game 4 because I thought, well, this is it. Montreal's lost. I was shopping after Game 4. John Luke is about to run through the streets naked like Will Ferrell in Old School if Rangers get the W.
The Leafs actually just came close, but no cigar.
They literally came close, but no cigar. Wow, that was a save. Oh, man, the Rangers are not putting up with any shenanigans here, eh? Mm-hmm. And you know what was impressive about that was that they didn't go overboard.
Nope.
They shoved them out, but they didn't. There was no face wash. There's nothing like that.
Do you want to be the guy that has to do the skate of shame at this time of the game?
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Getting the penalty now.
Yeah, you want to be the guy that gets that penalty?
Yeah. Wow.
Well, this is it. I mean, you've got Letang out there, you've got Carter out there, you've got Gensel out there, you've got Rust out there, you've got Malkin out there.
Oh, man, this turned into a game. Wow, 30 seconds to go, folks. 25 seconds. Oh, it was on the doorstep.
And there you go.
Oh, Shesterkin's hip mobility saved one there. Oh!
5-3.
Shesterkin's such a coward. He should have gone for that. He should have gone for the empty netter. What a coward. What a bloody coward. Bumanis, thanks for the follow, buddy. Thank you. Oh.
The guy who dressed.
Ryan Lindgren.
The guy who dressed tonight. The extra defenseman who dressed tonight.
And we were making fun of him bad before the game. Yeah. Has a goalie ever scored a goal in a playoff game?
Yes.
Who? Was it Hextall?
I'm not sure, but it has
anybody,
happened.
It would have been Hextall.
It has happened. I'm not sure if it was Brodeur or Hextall, but it has happened in a playoff game. Yes.
It has happened.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my goodness, it's done. Wow.
Okay, do we want to go back to that other game, or are we done for the night?
Well, we're let's wrap up our live stream here.
Okay. Yeah, because there's still almost a whole period left in the Washington, Florida
Shenanigans here. Hextall. Timothy Merriman says Hextall.
Ron Hextall, yeah.
Hextall scored in the playoffs. Thanks, Tim.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. I mean, it's got to be Hextall, right? He's the only other guy other than my boy Jose Theodore to get an assist and a goal in a game, a goal and a shutout in a game.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. Ron Hextall. Oh, yes. I could be wrong about that. Hey, everybody in the chat, we're up to 98 now. That's pretty wild.
No way. If Ron Hextall would have had a goal and an assist.
And a shutout.
Oh, okay, because he would have gotten a fight. He would have wanted the Gordie Howe hat trick. He would have just jumped somebody. Yeah.
Okay. 1989, old school, bro. Yeah, I hear you. Listen, I'm going to post our socials one more time. Check out kencampbell.substack.com. Subscribe to his Substack. It's just going to come. Articles are going to come straight into your inbox.
Yeah, it's awesome.
You can read them. You cannot read them, but they're there.
Oh, Florida just scored. Oh, my goodness.
And
4-3 Florida.
And check out YouTube. Subscribe to the Hockey Podcast Network. We're going to be back here tomorrow doing the live stream of the Leafs Lightning game.
Carter Verhaeghe again.
Check out our YouTube channel where there's like little clips of the episodes, so if you just want 10 minutes on your team, then that'll kind of come out every so often. Check out, what's the Florida score? 4-3?
4-3.
4-3. Yeah. And thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out.
It was fun. I hope people enjoyed it. I don't know if they did, but I hope they did.
Well, if they had the audio on and were listening to us, then they couldn't possibly have enjoyed it. But thanks for hanging out, folks. It's been a blast.
See you tomorrow.
So if the good Lord's are willing and the creek don't rise, we'll see y'all by and by. That's the Hank Williams show, baby. All right.